I did. Hello. Hi. That's it.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I
like to hear you in your private moments. Well, you what?
I was talking to Vinny about that song.
You got a problem with that song?
No, I love that song.
Oh.
But I was talking about the video, and I said, all the sisters are very pretty. And he said, no, but there's one ugly one. I go, really?
Well, it's like deja vu, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's a microcosm of life.
Yeah.
What number is it in the clubs?
Where is it in the clubs?
Ooh.
Number 6 in the clubs.
Push it back a little farther.
Further back.
Yeah.
Number 10 in the clubs?
Number 10 in the, number 12, number 55 in the club.
With a bullet.
12.
Number 12 in the club. Wow.
Outside looking in.
On the outside looking in.
Really?
It's a fine number, though.
Feel happy for GP this morning, too?
Yes!
Sorry for Gary Payton. I mean, I didn't think
What a team.
the way it looked in the first half that Miami was going to take this one, but
No, I know.
little by little it chipped away. And your Miami Heat are your champions of your National Basketball Association for 2005-2006. Congratulations. It seems like the good guys won, Terry.
I know.
Because
How do you like that?
I've met Shaquille O'Neal on a couple of occasions, and really, I can tell you, a good guy.
Yeah?
We certainly got to know Gary Payton over the years, and my initial impression of him was off because I had misjudged him, Terry, and then learned through the years that he was really a good guy.
Yep.
The good guys won. Gary Payton, this was like his last legitimate shot to get a ring. He's going to be 38 years old next month.
Yeah, 16 years in the NBA, and finally.
38 years old next month, so not too many left.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very happy for him. And when you got an owner like Mark Cuban, it's safe to say the other guys are the good guys, because he's just... Every time you see the camera on him, you just feel like you're looking at an obnoxious, with a capital O kind of man there.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. So what's he
You could tell the whole game, the look on his face. He was pretty nervous.
Yes. He wanted it bad. And he didn't get it.
Yeah. I mean, and although I like Avery Johnson, I like Avery Johnson, too. I thought he was
Well,
he did a good
you
job,
root for the brothers there, but he happens to be a very, up-and-coming,
coach, right?
Up-and-coming, big-time, likable coach. There's no doubt about that.
Right.
But
Coach
even
of the year, right?
Yeah, he was.
the coach.
Well, if he wasn't, he should have been. And I don't know. Yeah,
No,
I guess
he did.
you're
He
saying
got
he
it.
was. I believe it because absolutely, he's got a big, big future, and I believe an owner like Mark Cuban is actually going to work well for him because they're both young guys, and I think Mark Cuban must appreciate everything he's done since he's become the coach. He's been the coach for 2 years, and look where he's taken him in just 2 years. Now, of course, he's put a lot of pressure on himself because everyone's going to expect him to take the next step next year, and that's a lot to ask.
Yeah.
So I hope he doesn't have all of a sudden to, well, live up to his own expectations that he set. That can sometimes be difficult. I have the same problem. Luckily, I see them every time. Okay.
But yeah, what a good game.
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay.
Everybody in the house screaming, yay!
Everyone in your house?
Yeah.
Okay. Not everyone in the house of the basketball game last night. They were pretty much booing the
No.
the
in
trophy
our
celebration
house.
last night.
No, in
Oh, in
our
your house. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, our house is big enough. That,
I think the majority of the country was rooting for Miami because you just were loving the idea of seeing Mark Cuban's face with a real scowl and sourpuss and depressed. You wanted all that.
I wanted him to yell at David Stern again. He got fined one more time.
He got fined $250,000.
He did.
Is that what it was?
Yes, it was.
Your league is rigged.
He had to come out and make a statement yesterday saying the league is not rigged.
Oh, what an idiot.
He had to actually say those words. All right, I was just kind of frustrated when I said the league was rigged. It's not rigged. There it is. And the non-rigged league last night had its champion crowned, and it is your Miami Heat.
Woo! Let's go party.
Let's turn the car over.
Yeah, we don't
Let's go light Steven on fire.
Yeah, let's do that.
Steven, you haven't been lit on fire in a while, have you?
It's been a while.
Yeah, okay. Well, hey, today's our day.
Woohoo.
You.
The T-Man. It's Catwoman and her new kitty. Halle Berry, her new pet, and her man, model Gabriel Aubry. Halle's new addition may be spending plenty of time with both Halle and Gabriel,
Right.
as new reports have the world's best-looking couple now sharing an address.
Wow.
Two new L.A. area homes.
Unbelievable. So Halle Berry hasn't given up the love quest.
No, she
I mean,
hasn't.
if you're Halle Berry, don't you just say, I can't ever move in with another guy or get married again. It's just not going to work out.
Well, she's only been married twice.
I'm snake bit. Oh, only twice. Okay.
Well, I mean, that's
She's had a lot of relationships go askew, awry.
Well,
just
they all
down the
cheat on her.
tubes. Well, all right, for whatever the reason, even if it's because she's always getting cheated on, she's got to acknowledge, relationships and me don't work.
Oil and water.
I'll have some random sex from time to time. Oil and water, all right, nice analogy. I've heard it before, nicely done. Oil and water, that's what my relationship world is like, and I'm not going to be having it. I'll have some random sex where I straddle a few men here and there, but as far as moving in with another guy, I just can't do it. But this time she's with a white guy. Is that why it could be different for her?
Yeah, she's all done with the brothers.
Mm-hmm. She's
Yeah.
with a white-skinned guy.
Yeah, she is with a white-skinned guy.
Mm-hmm. Before him, she had a light-skinned guy.
She did.
In
from Barbershop,
between her last husband, which was Eric Benet. We all know about that disaster. He was in and out of sex rehab.
Yeah.
We wish we all could be.
Probably.
I hope he's cured.
Doubt it.
In and out of sex rehab.
He was kind of caramel-colored skinned.
Yes.
So
Eric Benet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't like dark. and
Well,
really light.
Wesley Snipes was the darkest man she may have ever gone out with that I know of, Terry.
Yeah.
That she was never married to him.
No.
Was that before David Justice or after?
Before.
Before. Then she had David Justice, cheated on her every road trip.
Yes.
Road trip.
And then Eric Benet.
Yes, Eric Benet, she was married to, and
then the
dude from Young and the Restless.
No, he's from Barbershop. He played.
He wasn't on a soap opera at all.
I think his name is Michael Ealy.
Michael Ealy.
I think.
Yes, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, and then.
And now that was the buffer guy between the brothers and the white guy she's going out with now that she's moving in with.
Yeah, and now she's got hot white guy.
Once you get divorced twice, you never go black. Is that the expression?
I guess so. She's just through.
I see. Mm-hmm. This one has a shot, you think? You're hoping? You're wondering?
I don't know. I mean, it would be nice because I think she deserves a nice little relationship.
She deserves to be treated like the queen that she is?
Yes. They would make lovely babies, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like I'm next. It doesn't work out.
Yeah. Scott's got the next number that she called.
Well, I think he's doing pasty, but whatever. Because he is the whitest guy in the world.
Oh, yeah,
If it doesn't work out with this white guy, she's going to have to go. There's only one direction left, and that's going as far north as white gets. The North Pole of a human being.
Jeez.
That's basically Robert David.
Wow. He's ready.
Absolutely. Well, she has a pretty liberal dating scale. I mean, she's all over the place.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, well, she doesn't see color, perhaps.
Yeah,
Man.
that's good.
Or maybe she sees it too much. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe she consciously decided to go for a white guy to see how that works out, and that would be unfortunate if she's selecting by color.
That'd be
She's
great.
not picking out a wardrobe, you know.
I know.
This is picking out a mate.
Yeah, but a mate is kind of like an outfit.
Yeah, okay, that's nice to hear.
I mean, you gotta have to. You have your favorite fit, right?
Oh, jeez. So sometimes you just got to throw away the boxers and go bikini briefs.
Yeah, sometimes.
Got it.
I mean, unless you find that permanent, good-fitting outfit, then we're not trying on
But I see your point. If all of a sudden you're wearing these tighty whities, or Steve likes to call them the whitey tighties,
Yeah.
and they just continue to irritate your package, why would you continue to wear them long term?
Right,
You would
well,
go boxers.
you would.
You would change up your style.
You would.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what Halle Berry has done. She's changed up her style.
Steven, you still a whitey tighty guy?
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I have some boxer briefs, but
Sometimes means every day.
You don't have just any flat-out boxers? Because that's all I wear.
No.
Just nice, loose-fitting boxers, baby.
I can't do that.
Let the boys roam about the house.
No, I don't do that. They get all bunched up in the tight jeans, you know, so.
The tight jeans, yes. Well, yeah, it would be kind of counterproductive if you had the boxers with the tight jeans.
That's right. Yeah.
I guess if you go tight jeans, it does make sense.
Yeah, you want mine.
The whitey tighties, you know.
Absolutely.
What are the phone lines doing so wide open? I see some poker questions. Got my interest.
Poker?
Here. I don't know. I'm going to the World Series of Poker
Yeah, I know.
late next week, you know.
Yes.
Yes.
Are y'all pumped up? Ready to go?
Uh-huh.
Woohoo.
Huh?
Yeah. Okay.
Steve, what do you need?
Hello?
Yes, Steve.
Hey, how's it going to you, man?
It's going well, Steve. Thank you for asking.
All right. I like to get, a little tipsy and, have my beers just like everyone else. And
Get tipsy and handle your business, man. Sounds like my night last night and the night before that. And, yeah. So what does that have to do with poker?
well, I'll be, one man or two man, and I get greedy and I start whipping them up. But after a
Oh,
while,
jeez. I don't think we're talking about poker. Have we started talking about poker? I hope so, Terry.
think so.
He gets a little tipsy, and then one man, two man starts whooping him up.
Good morning.
Steve, what are we talking about here, buddy?
pretty much it's like I get to playing the Texas Hold'em and enjoy myself and
whatever you're into.
Or 3.5.
What? Speak up, Steve. What are you talking about?
Pretty much just, me just enjoying myself and, I'm winning and next, I get down about, 26, 27, 2800 and,
wow. Okay. So what kind of stakes you playing at? You playing at no limit? You playing at what kind of, you playing limit poker? What are you playing?
Well, I don't want to, shout out for that, casino or nothing like that, but.
Well, you don't have to tell me what casino. I'm just asking you what limit you play at. Do you play no limit? What do you play?
1020.
1020.
Yeah.
And you find yourself down over $2,000 in 1020.
Yeah, after a while.
How many hours or how long of a time passes by that you're down $2,000 or more?
I started about 8, and then around cutoff time is about 1:45. So I can't.
All right, so we're talking about a 5-hour period about.
Wow.
All right, so you're playing a lot of hours there, and you're probably not playing well.
Well, when you're down 2,800, I wouldn't say.
Yeah, 2,800.
Right?
No, you're not. I wouldn't say that's good, Terry.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's not really what the goal is.
Right.
So what's your question?
Do you believe I got a problem, or I'm just?
Well, you got a problem if you're losing 2,800 every night. Everyone's entitled to a bad night. There are going to be nights, no matter how good you are, that you're just not going to have anything fall your way, and you may at 10:20, in 5-6 hour period, lose 2,800 easily. That could happen. But if you're going back night after night and you don't know what you're doing, you're losing 2,800 here, there, and everywhere. I mean, that's a problem.
Okay.
Unless you're Bill Gates.
Yeah, and of course, it all corresponds to your means. I don't know what kind of living you're making. Maybe you're a multi-millionaire. Maybe
No.
maybe you don't have a pot to piss in. Who the hell knows what we're talking about here?
Are you
can never
married?
tell. You can never tell, Terry, how much a person has as far as worth is concerned by how much they bet.
Right.
You always see these people betting big amounts of cash, and people will be like, "Oh, they're rich." No.
Probably their life savings.
Sometimes the people that can least afford it are betting the most money.
Right.
You can never judge how much a person has as far as self-worth by how much they're betting. Never.
Right.
Don't
Now-
ever assume. Even those with the flashy jewelry, those are the worst ones.
Right. Now, Steve, are you married?
No, I'm not. I'm single.
Well, that's important here because if you're married and you're taking away money from, especially if you have kids, taking away money from that wife who loves to go shopping, and kids that love to have clothes, little snot bubble bastards, then that's very significant here. If you're just a man who has no real responsibilities, then
Everyone got
obviously,
responsibilities.
well, I mean less responsibilities. You have no responsibilities to anyone else who's relying on you, really.
Well,
That's something to be taken into account. These are all factors when you're determining whether you have a problem or not. If your kids don't have the proper footwear to go to gym class because you're gambling upwards of $2,800 in one night in poker, that's significant here.
I'll call your 60 and raise you my son.
If you're throwing your son's college tuition in the middle of the poker table
You've got issues.
or his braces,
Right. Oh.
that would be a problem.
Well, I mean, and
But who the hell needs braces? I never got them, Terry. Look at my teeth; they're perfect. Okay.
yeah.
well, I get two pay checks a month. I get one on the 1st, 15th. And on the 1st, I take care of all my bills and everything.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so
Two
you're.
paychecks?
Yes. Steve's
Double
very envious
paycheck.
because they always withhold one from him, saying, you just didn't put it out again. There.
Well, don't you think that if this guy, I mean, if you think that you have a problem, that maybe you have a problem, if you're actually wondering whether or not you have a problem because for whatever reason.
Not necessarily, Terry. Those who really have a problem will never even acknowledge they have a problem. The fact that he's
Denial.
evaluating is a good sign. The fact that he's evaluating. I think that he just took it hard on the chin last night or whenever this night was where he lost 2,800. He's feeling really guilty about it, which is a good sign. And now he's got to, pull in the straps, pull in the reins, and chill out and slowly but surely build back up his bankroll. But he can't because he sucks at poker. Oh, too bad. Thanks for the call.
I'll bet you Grandy has a problem.
Oh. Yes.
What is 1020? What does that mean?
It was the show before Hugh Downs. But it was just Barbara Walters.
Yes, it's since Barbara left, they've changed the title to 1020. That would be the stakes. The opening round bets are $10, and you can raise increments of $10. And then when you get to the turn in the river, as we say in the train, Stephen, the bets then increase to the opening bet being $20.
So there's only one increase on the opening bet.
Say what now?
So you could go 5 hours and the opening bet will always be $20?
No. You're not catching on. In each hand you play, in each
round you go.
Each particular hand. All right?
Each hand, okay.
Yes. The before the flop and on the flop, this all are $10 bets. You can raise someone, they can raise you back, and before you know it, you've built up the pot. But then when you get to the final two rounds of that particular hand, the turn in the river, Stephen, you're talking $20, and you can be raised 20, but it's all in increments of 10 and 20.
So on the turn in the river,
it's not like No Limit where I bet 10. Well, I'll raise you 2,000.
Right. That's a lot of pressure.
Or I'll raise you 1. You can't do that.
Say what now?
You can't raise 1 or something like that.
And then 10, 20, you're betting in those increments.
Okay.
Again.
10 or
following?
20.
How about I explain it for the next 4 hours? What do you think? What do you say? Is that going to work out for you?
Raise your Tootsie Roll.
So you can't go lower was actually my question.
Okay. If you're not willing to put out that $10 or $20, you're out of the hand.
We're at the casino at Lake Chelan, and they had like this 30-60 thing going on,
and you wanted to raise $5, and you wondered why they were looking at you funny.
No, I asked a woman what it meant, and she was very rude to me, and so I said, okay, then I'll take my business elsewhere.
Well,
you didn't have any business.
No, there was no casino anywhere else, but
I always zip up my fly.
I didn't get it.
I always zip up my fly when I say that. But anyway.
Now, is that in dollars?
You playing in euros? He's wondering why I was getting weird looks. Stephen.
And then I asked somebody, and they tried to explain it to me, but
luckily you have me here who would never be rude to you.
That's great. I appreciate that.
Do you understand it now? Do you need a further explanation?
So the 30-60 means what?
30-60 would be...
Well, I was going to ask Stephen to explain it.
See if he's learned something?
Yes.
I don't think it was 30-60, but it was something along those lines.
No, they're very, very capable. It could be 30-60 tables. I don't know about even Eastern or...
Not in Lake Chelan. I don't have that type of money, but...
But in your Vegas casinos, in your major casinos, there's usually at least one 30-60 table.
I think it was a 10-20 type of deal.
All right.
That means when you bet 10, and that's the lowest you can go.
What is?
In $10 increments as you're betting around, and then the first 3 cards come down, which is the flop, and you can continue to bet in $10 increments, and then in the turn in the river, after you burn a card, of course.
Burn a turn. Yes. It's like surf and turf, but different.
Right. Yes. And then the increment rate rises to the lofty level of $20.
That's right.
A lofty level.
And that's how the game is played throughout the entire game until everybody's knocked out except one person.
And they win the pot, right?
That's right.
So you're never really at jeopardy in any particular hand for all of your stack, Terry.
Sure.
Your stack is, for the most part, safe, except for those $10 and $20 increments.
Gotcha.
It's funny that poker's been around for 200 years, and we're just now explaining it to Stephen.
As opposed to No Limit, where you could lose everything in one hand.
Scary.
So the answer to your question, sir, the caller, is you may have a problem. We don't know.
Right. It sounded like he was coming off a...
How's that for advice for you?
Right.
Yes.
If you pull a 4 or 7, then you don't have a problem.
That's right. If you hit the inside straight, you don't have a problem.
Good.
You have the anti-problem.
Oh.
Inside strat's tough.
Good luck.
Jeez. So you've been practicing on the internet and stuff?
No, that's illegal, Terry.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Oops. Sorry.
The governor's made that very clear. She's going to lock everybody up.
Sorry, Christine Gregoire.
Now, can you play poker for no money? Like, they have those rooms?
According to the law of the state of Washington, are you fighting the law? Are you going against the law if you play in just a non-money room?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. On one of those websites that are deemed illegal, I would see why. I don't see any reason why they should have a problem with you playing for no money. That's not technically gambling. That's playing for fun.
There you go. Woohoo, this is fun.
Even though the site offers real gambling.
You're right. That's a tough one, because I think the only way they can track whether you're doing illegal activities is to try to find out if you've logged on to a particular site. I don't know how they could know what you're doing on that site.
Well, they could go through credit card stuff, probably.
They're going to have to get in real good with the Caribbean people offshore to find out what you're actually doing on those sites then.
Right, that's a lot of people. Check their credit cards. Invasion of privacy stuff,
I don't know.
I'm trying to order a 16-year-old Vietnamese girl. That's illegal.
Yeah, that's... it's much easier, though, by the way. Yes. Okay. Stephen has all that down. He can explain that all
How many
to
you
us.
need?
30-60.
Right.
The T-Man. Well, new technology already being used in Spokane could help prevent people from getting behind the wheel.
Wow.
It's a special ankle bracelet that automatically measures blood alcohol levels every hour.
Well, if we have to start getting our technology from Spokane, Terry, it's going to be a wonderful world.
Yeah, I guess
Let me tell you, they are the inspiration for all technology.
Good.
It all comes out of Spokane, Terry.
Woo-hoo! We all thought it was Redmond, but no.
No, Microsoft doesn't know how to introduce new technology. Got to get it from Spokane.
Well, new technology already being used in Spokane could help prevent people from getting behind the wheel.
Well, they certainly have a need for making sure people are not getting behind the wheel in drunken rages or states, Terry, in Spokane. So maybe now I'm starting to understand why this bit of technology is coming out of Spokane.
It's a special ankle bracelet that automatically measures blood alcohol levels every hour.
Right.
It works by testing a person's perspiration to see if they've been drinking.
Oh, perfect, Terry. This is going to help me because Monday night I get into my car and I'm just sweating Smirnoff.
Right. At the ankle.
That's right.
Jeez.
My white goose is sweating gray goose.
Wow.
It works by testing a person's perspiration to see if they've been drinking.
Oh.
Well, it's a very proven technology. It's not only a technology that will keep people from consuming alcohol, but it's a technology that helps people in the period that they're most vulnerable between being arrested and going to treatment.
There's a meeting in Seattle this week to talk about using the ankle bracelets here.
Wow.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be out at the close with their bracelets on. What does your ankle look like?
Right.
Well, that's a big one. It's quite a big bulge you got in your, that's your ankle there.
Yeah, nice.
The only time I'm sweating is when I get pulled over. By then it's too late.
I know it is. Oops.
Yeah, then you got a high level.
In the period that they're most vulnerable.
Helps you in the period you're most vulnerable, right after a breakup, Terry.
Yeah.
Right before your next relationship.
Wow.
I'm so vulnerable.
Yeah. That is pretty interesting. That should be good for, people drinking.
Yeah, it sounds like real promising technology.
It'll keep people off the roads. And re-injuring themselves and others. Since the laws here don't put people in jail long enough.
And I'm sure everyone's going to slap on their anklet.
Well, if it's, put down by a judge that you have to wear it.
Uh-huh.
Because that's what it'll come to. It won't be like just, I'm picking up my ankle bracelet,
You don't think anyone would wear it to try to be extra responsible?
No.
I don't want to ever have to. I've never been in front of a judge for that particular purpose, but I don't ever want to have to be. So I'm going to voluntarily wear my anklet out to Cowgirls Inc.
No.
Oh.
It's not voluntarily.
It doesn't go with my skirt, though, so I don't know if I can wear it tonight.
Damn it.
Wrong color.
Yeah. But no, it'll be
Court ordered.
Court ordered. Yep.
Well, what if it's gaining such momentum and popularity that it was originally court ordered, but now everyday people want to wear their anklet to measure their blood alcohol level at the club. I used to have this little device that, I don't know, somebody gave me. I used to just more or less have fun with it. That when we leave the club, it'd be in my glove compartment, and you'd blow on it, and it would tell you, it would be like a little portable breathalyzer. It would tell you what your blood alcohol is. But the thing is, you'd blow in it 3 different times, and it'd give you 3 just whacked out little readings.
Yeah.
It'd be 3.9, and then or 0.39, and then it would be 0.02.
Right.
And then the third one would be somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do?
What's that?
What are you supposed to do then?
I just say sleep it off.
I like
in the car.
this reading the best.
Yeah.
So the police officer, when you get pulled over.
I saved this reading. This is when I'm really at. Your piece of equipment's obviously a piece of junk.
Right.
I was at a bar recently that had a machine where you could do it there.
Yeah.
Really? Interesting.
2 quarters. I don't have any change.
I don't trust those.
I don't know what it was.
You blow it and it says, "Oh, you're fine," and go back and buy the expensive stuff now.
Yeah. No, I don't necessarily. I mean, even if it turns out to be a really good thing, and nah, people aren't doing it voluntarily.
I don't know.
They're not thinking about it that hard because nobody ever thinks that they'll get totally inebriated to the point where they can't drive or they have a problem. That's why there's so many issues out there.
I can see Stephen going to the club wearing it.
Oh yeah.
You can see Stephen go to the club, huh?
Oh, it is. No, we don't have to pretend to visualize that. We see it every weekend. We just have to drag you out of there 4 a.m. Say, Stephen, it's time to go home. I mean, there's nowhere left here. Come on.
I think if I had if you have a problem, it's probably the responsible thing to do for yourself, but I don't think people will voluntarily do it like that. They should.
Yeah, that would be neat. Maybe have it at the door when you go in. Say, hey,
That's
would
right.
you like to invest in one of these before,
Invest, that's right.
It's like the Live Strong thing. Everybody will have them.
Okay.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
If the Live Strong thing had a breathalyzer little readout on it, it would have never become popular. But
Yeah,
that's all right.
true.
And it's made of rubber.
What else is going on in the world, Terry?
This is kind of interesting from the National Enquirer. They are reporting this morning that Ryan Seacrest recently did a interview with Vince Vaughn on his little radio show that he's got.
Mm-hmm.
And he told Vince...
Sorry, I have to miss that, Terry.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
He told Vince Vaughn that he was totally into girls, but Vince Vaughn, was at the top of his quote-unquote hump island when it came to guys.
Was on top of the Hump Island.
Mm-hmm.
Hump Island.
Hump Island.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They're still sending you brochures to Hump Island?
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
Ryan Seacrest, Hump
It's very
Island.
insulting, yeah. Hump Island. They try to convince me what an exotic location it is.
Right, I guess so.
So Ryan Seacrest told them he's at the top of the Hump Island
Of
list.
his Hump Island list.
Right,
yes.
right. So the reason you're bringing this up is because of all the speculation that Ryan Seacrest is a homo sapien, Terry.
Yes.
This is not the kind of quote he should be throwing out there.
I don't
Because
think
I'll tell you
so.
this, in defense of Ryan Seacrest, if you were to go over transcripts of this show and hear some of the stuff that, if you were to read back some of the stuff we've said, Terry,
Right.
it could sound kind of gay.
It could, but how? This is the difference, though.
Right.
You guys are all married, have
Oh.
kids, so on. So you guys have always been
Gay
linked.
men are never married.
Well, you've always been linked with somebody. Ryan Seacrest, you never see him linked with anybody.
Never seen him link with anyone. So the fact that he's throwing out to Vince Vaughn that you're on the top of my Hump Island list is
Yeah.
much more significant as far as you're concerned.
fact that he has a list.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know that he's got a list.
Right. Okay, this is where Steven's going to go into denial mode that he has no list. Anyhow.
Oh, it's not here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know,
I
well,
thought he was with Terry Hatcher.
no, that was like short-lived. That was just like for a moment, supposedly.
That's like someone being with Liza Minnelli.
Who's not gay?
Yes.
Yeah, right. We all know her ex-husband is gay.
Didn't seem like much of a relationship between Ryan Seacrest and Terry Hatcher. I mean,
Right.
come on. Anyhow.
Sounds like a good radio show talking about Hump Island, huh?
Wow.
Well, and his reason for him and Terry breaking up was, you know,
Get me the hotline.
they were both totally into their careers.
Very exciting. All right, what else?
So
what
some
else?
more
So there you go for Hump Island. Who's jumping on board? Oh, wow.
Whoa, well, Ryan Seacrest, number one.
Okay. Want to milk some coconuts there or what?
Yeah. According to this little news story that I have, an organization in Namibia is apparently pretty upset at Brad Pitt and Angela Jolie.
Angela,
because-
yes.
Angelina.
Yes,
sorry.
yes.
That's a name you don't hear very often,
I know.
Angelina Jolie.
For abusing their quote-unquote power. A spokesman for the NSHR, which is the National Society for Human Rights,
Of course it is, yes.
has accused Brad and Angelina of using heavy-handed and brutal tactics.
Very exciting.
To get-
Carrie, good morning. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Good morning.
Hi.
I was calling in defense of Steven.
Okay, I didn't know he needed defending yet this morning, but you never know when it's about to be needed. Yes, go ahead.
Well, he always needs defense against you.
Right.
I saw recently in two fashion magazines. One was Complex, which is Mark Echo's magazine, that tight jeans for men are in again.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why he's all of a sudden not wearing them.
Well, I think Steven needs to go back to his closet.
Steven's tightest jean run was from like 99 through 2003 or 4, when it was about as far from in as ever in the existence of my life, Terry.
Right.
So I'm the trendsetter, so people follow me.
That's
and now
right. You're
everybody's doing it.
ahead of the curve,
That's
Steven.
right. I'm like Renton.
They finally have said, we can't help it anymore. We have to dress like Hillbreath. And more plums are coming out to play in the general society that is out there, Terry. This woman pointing out that men are putting themselves in tighter jeans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As 2006 rolls on through, this woman is identifying men putting on tighter jeans.
Yes.
Yes.
She might have something. Jeans might be not as loose as they were a few years ago.
Right.
So I should go back to my 32 waist jeans?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
If you want to put them on one leg, Stephen, yes.
Right.
And I think, I think in general you just need to lay off the poor man. He's,
Okay.
I think he has
poor
some kind
man,
of
yes.
complex.
Mm-hmm. And you sound like the kind of woman who likes a guy in tight jeans. I understand. You want him the tighter, the better.
I want to see
Right?
the butt. Yeah.
Yes, you want to see the butt.
Why do you think, women love men in, the football uniforms and baseball pants? Because we can see it.
Okay.
We can
This
see the package.
deep thoughts from a white, chubby lady here on the TV in the morning program. Yes, maybe we'll even make it a feature. We'll call it White Chubby Ladies Corner, okay?
I just think
Yeah, you can't fight that one. Okay, very good.
I gotta go.
Very nice.
KFC just opened.
Thank you for the call.
That's very nice of you.
The Colonel is calling.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Jeez.
They opened this early?
And speaking of the trendsetters, yes, Schwager, 10 seconds, go.
Steven sets clothes trends. I very doubt that.
Okay, Thank you for the call. I very doubt that. I'm glad you got a lot out of freshman year
Very doubt that.
of college.
The T-Man.
If you need help with your relationship, maybe a new nasal spray can help.
Oh!
Researchers say a spray that contains
Wow,
the
how about
hormone-
that, Terry? A nasal spray to help your relationship.
Wow.
Yes.
Cool.
How about some really good drugs?
Yeah.
Hey,
to
why
help
stop
your
there? Why
relationship.
stop with a nasal spray? All of a sudden, you're having what? You're about to have a fight with your significant other. You go to the medicine cabinet, take a really big pull of that nasal spray. Okay, everything's great now. I love you again. Okay, let's get back to work here.
Right. Because it's a real job just to maintain
That's
this thing.
what our relationship is. Okay, I need another pull of the old nose sprays. Oh, wait, no, it's great. It's all poodles and ice cream. Okay.
Poodles and ice cream.
Okay, it's wearing off again. You suck! Oh, okay, yeah. I love you.
Might as well just stay high the whole time, you know?
That's the answer. That's always what's been missing from many a relationship. A really cool, big-time nasal spray.
Yeah.
That sounds a little dangerous to me, Terry.
Yeah.
Nasal sprays are, I take them from time to time, but they always scare me.
Yeah, not necessarily good for your passages up in there, right?
All right.
Wear on them,
A lot of reasons.
depending.
Press too hard, it goes into your brain.
That's right.
Whoa.
Shoving things up your nose always makes me a little leery. Not to the point where it stops me, but come on.
Yeah.
So what's gonna help my relationship with nose spray?
I don't know. Something about I got to play it to find out, but something about this particular nose spray is going to help everyone's relationship.
If you need help with your relationship, maybe a new nasal spray can help.
Maybe it just knocks you out. It just makes you pass out for 3 hours, and you wake up, you're perfectly fine, but you forget what was bothering you in the first place. That would be kind of cool. If a nasal spray can just knock you out with no lingering effects.
Right. Little blackout
You know,
moment.
you're just not having a good moment. You just want to take sometimes it takes too long to fall asleep, especially when you're not having a good moment and you're dwelling on why you're not happy and you can't fall asleep. This just knocks you out. Wakes you up and you're fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to work on it. I'm getting the lab coat on, Terry.
Okay.
If you need help with your relationship, maybe a new nasal spray can help.
Oh.
Researchers say a spray that contains the hormone oxytocin appears to cut stress during tense situations and conflicts. Oxytocin is also known as the love hormone. Researchers think it helps because it may lower levels of the hormone cortisol. And that's the one that you produce when you are all stressed
Well, this
out.
is very exciting information. So we're all going to walk around with our little nasal sprays and everyone will be happy.
And prep, just in case.
Or you can just have those oxygen nose plugs put up your nose and pumping it in at all times. Like you have in the hospital, Terry.
Right. I'm familiar with those.
Yes. Those are very attractive.
Yeah. Oh, you're hot.
And I'm in such a good mood, too. Thank you for asking.
How's your relationship? It's the best
It's
ever.
wonderful because oxytocin is being pumped into my system at all times.
The nose things, the ankle bracelet, I tell you. Gonna be looking good.
Fashion statement all the way around.
It's wonderful. What else is going on, Terry?
Well, according to the New York Post,
I'm in such a good mood.
Britney Spears' little interview with Matt Lauer.
Right.
If anybody was wondering why she looked so bad.
Oh, jeez.
Because she didn't look her usual good.
Aha.
The New York Post is reporting this morning that she apparently did everything herself. She didn't have any PR person there or makeup person there to do the makeup or anything.
I heard about that. The camera crews, the reporters, everyone involved with Matt Lauer's camp for Dateline came to the front door expecting to be greeted by a team of Britney's people, and she was the only one in the house.
Yes. In fact, they say that they were totally shocked. They thought they had the wrong day.
They thought they showed up on the wrong day.
Yeah, because it just,
They thought they were at Mel Gibson's house by accident.
Yeah.
Who's their next door neighbor? She was by herself in the big estate there. There was not a public relations person. There was not a makeup person. There was not a hair person. There was nobody there.
Right.
She did her hair herself.
She, in fact,
That little rat's nest she worked out for herself there was done by her. Shocking. Her makeup, which was so well done as well. I can't believe, Terry, she didn't have a team of people working on that situation. She did it all by herself. She didn't feel the need to have any kind of camp, any Britney camp set up in the house for the big interview. I mean, why? Why should you, Terry? It's only going to be an interview watched by 50 million people.
I know.
Come on in, y'all. I'm making some bacon and eggs.
Oh.
Whoa.
Actually, you can look at that two ways, Terry. You can either say, man, that's really stupid because Britney should have known she was going to be watched and judged by 50-some-odd million people. She's got to have somebody, especially these days. She doesn't look nearly as good as the slave video days.
Oh, right.
She's got to be getting some help from somewhere when it comes to her looks, and the team of people doing it professionally is going to not hurt.
Right.
So that's really dumb. Or you could say, hey, that's really gutsy. She doesn't need to be impressing everyone with her looks and her makeup and her hair. All right, I got to go with dumb, Terry.
Well, yeah, because the thing is that, first of all, even if she did do her own makeup, you would think that she would know how to do it right.
Oh, jeez.
After all this time.
So your 12-year-olds do their makeup better?
Yes.
If they wore makeup.
Yes.
That's right.
Which they don't.
Mm-hmm.
On Halloween, they do it way better.
Right.
No, but seriously.
It was a horrible job. You saw.
It was, oh my God. And I thought it was mascara. I know, I thought it was mascara, but after reading the story, I found out that
wrong emphasis.
That
Terry needs a team of people to pronounce mascara.
but I found out it was a fake eyelash that was coming off.
Fake eyelash.
So again,
yeah, it was either clumped up or it was coming off.
Yeah,
not good.
And it was coming off. I thought it was mascara, but it wasn't. It was
it's mascara.
The mascara.
Right.
It was the fake eyelash.
Got it?
So I mean, but
let me
use
just
the
put it
right
this way.
adhesive, honey.
There are 19-year-olds that go out on that when they go out on dates have their makeup professionally done.
Oh, I know.
You'd think Britney doing an interview watched by all the world is going to have somebody who's got a professional little bit of experience behind them doing her makeup.
Yeah.
You got girls who are getting ready to do a cheerlead at a game getting their makeup professionally done, Terry.
Oh, I know.
I know what's going on with the 17-year-old girls out there, Terry. They're getting their makeup done for the afternoon basketball game because they're cheering at it.
Right, no doubt. Yeah,
They got to get done by the who knows, their local team of people.
Yes, absolutely.
At least somebody who does it for a living is doing their makeup for them, their hair.
Yes.
And Britney's doing it all by herself.
They say that she insisted on doing it. It wasn't like, hey,
And there's part of me,
out.
and there's part of me that's thinking that's kind of cool.
Well,
I think that's her.
You know what it
think
is?
that it's cool and
You know what this may be? Maybe they just watched the video and they realized she looked so horrible that they decided to go with this angle. By the way, she did it all by herself. Don't think that was done professionally because, they've all been fired.
No, I mean, I'm sure that
Dateline wouldn't lie.
No, why would they? I mean...
Well, they got a nice big ratings number from the Britney interview. Maybe they feel they owe her something. So if Britney's people want to go with this after-the-fact little factoid that she did her own hair and makeup, even if she didn't... But if you looked at it, I mean, there's no doubt she did it by herself. That was horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, watermelon lip gloss flat out tastes good.
Yeah.
Who cares?
That's why I have a healthy watermelon lip gloss shake for breakfast, one for lunch, and a sensible dinner. But...
It was her favorite.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. She had to have done that by herself. Nobody who does it for a living is going to make her look that hard, right?
Right. And probably...
She looked blotchy. Just did not look right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She needs Oprah's people.
Oprah's one guy who's the master.
Oprah's one guy and very crafty lighting in her little studio.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
She has all those lights hitting her just right.
Mm-hmm. She does. And she'll at least admit that.
Something tells me they work for hours and hours before every show to get every lighting piece of equipment just angled perfectly to make Oprah look as good as a human could look.
Yeah, because without...
Under their circumstances. Because you see her in any other setting and it's like, wait a minute, is that Oprah? Mm-hmm. Oh, man, what a nightmare.
Yeah.
But Britney, all right, she did her own hair and makeup. There's part of me, as I said, Terry, that's liking the fact that she doesn't feel so self-conscious that she needs a whole group of people working her over.
Mm-hmm. She, in fact,
Some Hollywood stars won't go out and get the mail without their team of people doing their makeup.
Right. They even have somebody who goes out to get their mail for them.
Yeah, that's right. They're not getting their mail.
Yeah, they're not getting their own mail. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
She had to have seen the little clump, though.
Well,
before going on camera.
I don't know if you want to refer to Matt Lauer that way. But that's fine.
Well, I think what had happened is that she just didn't use the proper adhesive for that eyelash.
Oh, Terry's going to give her makeup tips now.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, the Asian sensation. Going to offer her some grooming and makeup tips now. Is that right?
Although I actually probably could have done her makeup better.
Brandy, Well, anyone who does someone else's makeup is going to do a better job than on yourself, right? Is that wrong? Can you do
Not
a better?
necessarily.
You can normally do a better job on yourself than you do on somebody else.
Yes.
So you can do your makeup better on yourself than you could on somebody else.
Yes.
No one does me like me.
And you do you all the time.
Yes. Story of our lives.
Yeah.
Trying to get my wife to do me as good as me, but
she just doesn't do it right.
Right? Nobody does me like me.
Yeah.
Unless I have a team of people. But Britney was just a horror show, Terry.
Right, and in her
Even
outfit.
Elvira out there was like, "Oh, geez, Britney, come on."
Yeah, I'm sure they would have put her in a more complimenting outfit than what she was wearing, and
yes.
so she just.
Did she say why she decided to do all this by herself? Did she say why she didn't have PR people there overseeing what the interview, how it was going? Because in a typical interview of people of a much smaller caliber than Britney Spears, they have handlers watching the interview process, especially when it's being taped like that. And if the interview's not going the way they want it to go, they say, all right, stop it right here. Let's edit that out. She didn't have anyone there. There was no one looking out for her best interests.
Right. None. Zero. However, now.
I kind of admire it, Terry.
Now with this all coming
that's
out.
the kind of life that I like.
Right.
Because there are people overseeing the show every second.
Yeah.
And if I say something that's a little off, they stop me and we edit it out.
Right.
Mhm.
Cut.
That's right.
Another take. Apparently now her people are speaking out. They say that Britney.
Her people should be fired.
Well,
they should have insisted. No, Brittany, even though you want to do this, we have to be there. You have no say in this. You have no say over this part of your life. We have to be there, or else we're not doing our jobs. They have to force Brittany to let them in the homes. That's their job. She has these people somewhere on the payroll.
Yes. Well.
Where were they?
Well,
Yeah,
now.
we couldn't make it that day. Well, we had a bar mitzvah.
Called in sick.
Yeah.
Now they're saying, quote, Britney is a grown-up and makes her own decisions. That's what they explained to the paper.
And Brittany told them to keep away.
Stay away. This is all me.
Wow.
She wanted people to know that she was just one of the common folk.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes a little smoke and mirrors doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
I'm sure K-Fed's got both of those.
Let's go back to the cover on Cosmo when you were there and you looked really good.
Got a little smoke, don't lay down the mirror. Okay.
She thought Matt was just coming over for, some lemonade or something like that, but no, they actually filmed it.
Junker's lemonade.
Oh, yeah.
Well.
So that's the deal with that.
Well, then under the circumstances, you have to think, all right, she could have done worse, probably. I mean, yeah, there was that big blotchiness in the corner of her eye, and the makeup was a little off balance.
A little? All
Shouldn't
right.
use the proper adhesive. That was obvious.
Yeah, I'm sure she put Elmer's glue on there, Terry.
Right.
Well, no, there's eyelash.
What do you mean? Doesn't it come
Adhesive.
already pre-stuck? I mean,
No,
isn't it-
you have.
You have a choice of adhesive?
Yes.
Oh, the
my
wrong,
God.
the wrong one again.
Yes, you have clear, you have black, brown, you have individual eyelashes that you can put in. You have, yes.
Well, let's pull hers off right now, Hotshot, and see what she's got as far as an adhesive.
Don't have any.
You don't wear any fake eyelashes
No,
ever?
I wish. I should.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got long, luxurious eyelashes
Yeah,
naturally, Terry.
I see that.
Yes.
I don't. And I really should put fake eyelashes on.
That'll be the latest rage. All the girls will now be wearing their little clumps
I mean,
like
even
that.
Oprah Winfrey, she admits, hey, I'm a big fake eyelash wearing woman.
Right.
Yeah.
I see.
Big.
So.
Well, they got to be in proportion to her gut.
Wow.
Oh, she's looking quite trim these days.
Yeah, because those aren't extensions.
The gut extension.
Someday the gut extension will become a lot more accepted as a nice accessory. But
I'm a trailblazer.
It'd be nice if you could just take the adhesive off.
as of right now, the gut extension really hasn't taken hold in American society.
Right.
That sounds hot, though.
Yes.
So.
One day you're going to be all disappointed when you peel back the gut. Oh, it's just an extension, you phony. I thought I was really hooking up with a fat girl. Oh, damn it.
And freak with the 8-pack. Get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Nice fantasy.
All right, so Brittany did it all by herself.
Yep, she went solo on that.
So speaking of solo, Terry, or the need not to have to go solo, how about we give away 2 pairs of tickets to Summer Jam 2006 right here, right now.
2
Terry, all the lower bowl seats for Summer Jam are sold.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Most of the paid seats are sold as far as the non-general admission. I guess those would go qualify as paid seats too. But most of the reserve seating is sold. Very, very few remain. Amongst the majority of the tickets left, they are pretty much all grassy knoll spots. Now, not that that's a bad spot, but if you are interested in having reserved seats, there are maybe a few hundred or upwards of 1,000 left.
Right, okay.
Terry, we're getting to proportions where it's crisis time, and if you're not going to win them, if you don't think you want to take a chance on winning them here on this here radio station, you better call Ticketmaster and buy them, because I don't want anyone crying to me like they have in past years when all the tickets they wanted are gone. 1-866-663 T-Man. Regina's been holding, but I don't think it's for Summer Jam tickets, Terry. A lot of people have been holding. Should I clear the lines?
Well,
Regina, did you have something to say?
Yeah, what I wanted to say is just about Britney Spears. Did you guys notice how she was chewing that damn gum?
Oh, yeah.
In the interview? Oh, my God.
You're not a fan of
I
gum?
think my 5, 6 my grandson would know better than that.
Right. That is true.
You have a grandson.
And she's 25.
Wow. But she knows what adhesive to use, Terry.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
Smart.
Yeah, Judge Judy wouldn't have put up with the gum chewing. I'll tell you
the
that.
gum was
no.
annoying.
You're Arsenio? That's your name?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm not even...
Should anyone be allowed to have the name Arsenio, Terry?
No.
Yes, Arsenio.
You're named Ars or something like that.
You were canceled in 96.
Nice.
Oh.
Yes, Arsenio.
Oh, come on, no.
What?
You just found out.
Yes, he
You're doing the show every
doing
night.
the show, realizing what the cameras aren't on anymore. Yes, Arsenio.
It's hard to get guess.
When Summer Jam, I'm going.
I didn't know that's why you were calling. Is that why you're calling, Arsenio?
Absolutely.
Aha. And what do you bring to the Summer Jam equation? If I were to give you free tickets, what does Arsenio, when he walks through the gates of the Auburn Amphitheater, what does he add to the Summer Jam experience?
Everything. He brings everything you can name, from the height to the party. I just bring in everything. Everything.
Okay, that's a real cop-out, general bullcrap answer, Terry.
Yeah.
No.
That's
and
obviously Arsenio telling. That's what we need. Yeah, that's what he's going to keep
What?
the peace. Arsenio basically can't think of anything.
Yeah.
So he's throwing out just a general blanket bullcrap statement.
Of the day.
Arsenio. You once were a true original. Now look at you. What a shame. Arsenio, what's your social life like? You got a girlfriend? You got a wife? You got nobody? What do you got?
No, I got a girlfriend.
You got a girlfriend. Are you serious with this, a girlfriend of yours?
You know, T-Man, that's a good question.
He asks himself that every day.
Arsenio, if you don't know if you're serious, who's going to know?
I'm pretty serious, yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, let us decide. How long you been seeing this, what do they call him again? A girlfriend.
I've been seeing her since for about a year.
A year.
It'll be a year, August. But I just recently moved in with her a couple weeks ago.
Aha. So you started seeing her in August, and now the big move to the same residence, the same mailbox, the same bedroom, the same kitchen, the same bathroom, the same shower. The same home front. He's like, well, I didn't sign up for all this, man. I'm out. The same home front between you and this girlfriend. I would call that pretty serious, Arsenio.
I think she's peeing in the shower. No. I'm out of here.
Arsenio.
Yeah.
Do you love this woman?
I do.
Oh, jeez.
Wow, why do you sound so sad about it?
Because you realize that you're completely defeated as a man when you have no choice but to love a woman, Terry.
I do.
Wow. Well, you can always love another man if you'd like, Arsenio.
That was very revealing, Terry. Do you love this woman? I do. I'm guilty.
Like she's beat him down finally, and okay, I'll love you.
Arsenio, how old are you?
I'm 18.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
I thought maybe we'd give him the
I'm
benefit.
18 and I'm 6'8". Isn't that something? I should be in the NBA.
You're 6'8"?
I'm 6'8".
Yeah, they don't just take it on height requirement. You have to have some skill, Arsenio.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
I do.
18 and looking forward to spending every day with this woman you moved in with.
Well, he could be named after Arsenio.
You think?
Wow.
How old is she?
She's 20.
46.
Her name's Oprah.
She's 20?
Yeah, she's 20 years old.
Yeah. And you're ready to get pretty serious with this girl at 18 and 20?
Not really.
Yeah. Is it more of a sharing expenses kind of practical situation, or is it much bigger than that?
This
much bigger.
Really? I don't think it should be much bigger than that, Arsenio. If you told me, hey, you know, it's always effective to share bills and share costs and be able to lay it down at the same time, I could understand that. But to say that you're really in love at 18 with this 20-year-old and you're getting all serious, you don't need that.
You're 6'8", for goodness sake.
You're 6'8".
Yeah, you should be in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Should apply.
You can jam. You can jam, right? Please tell me you can jam.
Oh, I can, no problem.
Okay, reverse jam. Okay, good. Mm-hmm. All right. So you're ruling out all other prospective women out there? I mean, if you were to, let's say, go into your local sandwich shop today because you're feeling like lunch is needed, and all of a sudden, behind the counter with the paper hat on, oh, is she hot? Is she hot? Arsenio, you're not even allowed to really talk to her at all?
Yes, I am. I'll do what I want to.
Arsenio, I don't know if that's the case. You're living with someone now. You have responsibilities to this woman.
I agree, but when I go to my local sandwich shop like yourself, I'm by myself, I'm talking to that female.
Well, you're never by yourself anymore, Arsenio, because even when you're not with her, you're with her because you live together and you tell each other you love each other and you tell each other that they're the one, more or less. So how can you talk to the girl with the paper hat? You are, as far as the paper hat girls of the world are concerned, not available.
Hurt.
Well, you did it to yourself, Arsenio.
This is self-inflicted, not available status, Arsenio.
I got to become available then.
I think you might have to.
Wow.
Either that or I'm going to have to start taking your paper hat girls from you. Because I'm married. That means I'm very available, too.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Single today.
Now,
So just get married and then everything will be cool.
how did you meet her, Arsenio? I mean, do you guys work together? What?
Yeah, exactly. We worked at Altera Retirement Home.
Oh, that's no need to try to figure out how that bond can be built, Terry. When you're helping out the old people together, you can't help but develop feelings for one another. You're both caring, loving people in a large sense, and that's what I get from Arsenio, Terry. He's all about caring.
Yep.
He's all about loving. He's all about the girl in the paper hat, too, but she's off limits.
Right.
And he has fallen for some girl that he's been working with very closely, cleaning up the beds and changing the sheets with all the poopy on it, and dealing with the bedpans and the IVs of the world. And that's very sweet.
Oh, you like applesauce, too?
Mm-hmm.
We should go out.
Yes.
And you're bringing her if you get the tickets to Summer Jam.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
No.
He's like, I don't know, Terry. That girl in the paper hat sounds pretty hot now.
When you put it like that.
Right? Arsenio, I think the answer you're looking for is, of course I am, Terry. I live with this woman, and I have professed my never-dying love to her.
That's my answer, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, on that note, Arsenio, I'd be happy to tell you that 2 Summer Jam tickets now have your name on it. Yes.
God, we've all been refraining.
He can take his brother Sinbad.
Mm-hmm. You excited about this?
Say that again?
Oh, jeez. What's your, you can't get excited about much when you're 18 and living with a woman. What's your live-in girlfriend's name?
Leah.
Leah. What can you tell us about Leah?
She's funny, huh?
What can you tell us about Leah? I want to know Leah as best I can without her being on the line.
Leah, she's a very wonderful person.
Oh. I've heard about one like that.
You know what? All jokes aside, Leah's a cool person. So, but when I look at the bigger picture, like, there's a lot of females out here, right?
Right.
But if you have a dom on your team who treats you with that loyalty and respect, you shouldn't want to leave her because that's the one you want to be with and settle down with. Because you got other girls out here in the world who would do something behind you, who go to
all right. Obviously, the wrong person sat Arsenio down and gave him the wrong information because he's been brainwashed, and that's not necessarily true at 18 years of age.
Leah did that. Leah said, "Here, let me sit you down and tell you what it's all about."
Yeah, Arsenio, I'm showing you respect. I'm showing you the love that you're not going to be able to get elsewhere, so you have to rule out all other women in this world.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arsenio.
You want to call it?
I'm very happy you feel that way. I don't necessarily agree to the full extent that you just try to make it seem, although it sounded good. I mean, he did sell a nice bit of land there to maybe some people.
He did.
But
at
18, I'm not buying that plot.
Yeah.
I'll sell it.
Okay. But I'm happy for you, sir. And I'm even happier to know that you'll be backstage with Leah. Eating off the same chicken leg and a bit of salad, a little macaroni salad for these two, right?
Why not?
Gotta have macaroni salad at a barbecue, right, Terry? If they don't have it, I'll have to make my own.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, making crap. Congratulations to you.
I appreciate it.
Well done. Yes.
Hey, T-Man.
Yes, sir.
What up with a job?
A job?
Yeah, I'm trying to work for Cube.
How about we start with tickets? We got you that. All right? As far as jobs, I'm not in the Cube hiring little area of the building.
Yeah, I thought you already had a job.
Yeah, you work at the old age home.
I'm a security officer, but, I always want to work for Cube because Cube is the station.
What do you want to do for Cube?
3 to 7.
I'll be the
3 to 7?
It's yours. Yeah, here you go. Why'd you say so?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. With Dirty Harry, I'll talk about him all day.
All right, well, he's the man who does the hiring around here.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right. All right, hang on.
All right.
Hang on.
Arsenio.
Mm-hmm.
Are you hiring, T?
Oh, well, last person we hired was white girl in the chair, Terry.
Yeah, that's true.
And that really isn't working out.
Maybe we need Arsenio to
Is that working out, white girl in the chair? I can't tell. Is that working out?
Of course it's
it
working
is
out.
working out.
Wow.
Really?
Thanks for the opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Lucky us.
I bet you Arsenio's a lot hotter. Oh!
Whoa.
Probably sounds pretty sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Probably put out, too.
Yeah.
At 6'8", he got a big one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but so does white girl in the chair. So.
Oh, wow.
No, you are a very hot college girl, baby. Yes, you are. Every day she puts on a more sexy outfit than the last day, Terry.
I know.
Yesterday, Terry was scolding her because she thought she was dressing too, well, how would you categorize it, Terry? I wouldn't say risque what she was wearing, but it was certainly an outfit that was calling out for attention.
I had a full T-shirt on, Terry.
She was Madonna.
T-shirt. Whoa.
Madonna, yeah.
Like a whole thing? Arms and everything?
Nice pearl necklace around her neck.
Oh, Terry, I didn't think you saw that. Anyway.
The T-Man. Summer.
What the hell? Cube, thank you for creating my hate hotline.
Yes. Terry, yesterday we played some I Hate You hotline calls, and if I remember correctly,
Yes.
this is where we left off.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Cube, thank you for creating my hate hotline.
Oh, you're so welcome. Yes. Mhm.
I got the cute line. I sound like a mad hawk.
I was thinking the same thing.
Bye. Ooh, oh yeah.
Terry, there were people out there with real calls of hate that couldn't get through because the voicemail was filled to capacity because of calls very much needed, like this one. Okay.
To reap.
This is where we left off. Yeah.
Wow.
Damn it, T-Man. I'm sick and tired of bitches that have sex, but they don't know how to do it.
Ow!
All right, then.
These novice bitches!
Wow. Definitely to the point.
He's sick of them. That's all he gets. You'd think in the crapshoot world, Terry, he'd be able to get an experienced bitch.
To reap.
Damn it, T-Man. I'm sick and tired of bitches that have sex, but they don't know how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't give decent You can't ride the damn bull. If you can't from the doggy position, just don't do it. I'm sick of doing all the work on top, and I want to get worked every now and again.
Not too much to ask.
My schlong is feeling overused.
Ah, it's overused, Terry.
Whoa, dude.
Underpaid, overused.
Yes,
Pretty sure I'll never say that in my life.
Uh-huh. Who's rustling with papers back there? Okay. We're listening to the I Hate You hotline calls, if you don't mind.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. Yes. A very big amount of paperwork back there, Terry.
Yeah.
The show wouldn't survive without it, I understand.
Shouldn't be stamping letters now.
Mm-hmm.
Sick of doing all the work on top, and I want to get worked every now and again. My My schlong is feeling overused.
This guy's talking about how his schlong is overused, and you're rustling papers.
Message.
Guy who should be overused.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
Hmm?
I think he's a...
You're finding a bit of a turned-on state happening in your system there, Stephen?
No, I said Vinny's a guy who probably should have his overused based on his stature in the community.
But isn't.
Right.
He keeps rejecting your advances.
Does sound like you're hitting on him a little bit.
I can't just make a comment that I think you should
Sounds like a guy
laid.
Sounds like a guy whose schlong should be overused.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what you said. I can only go on what you said, Stephen.
Right.
My schlong is feeling overused.
Message.
I hate you.
Oh, jeez.
Even though you're not around. I miss you so much that I made latkes on your birthday for you. And I know it doesn't fit with whatever ceremony it's supposed to. But it just hurts. And so I just made them.
You can start rustling papers now.
And I hate you because you left. And I hate the fact that you left so early. And you didn't need to. I miss you.
Whoa! What was
Terry,
that at the end?
Either a very frightening, serious phone call, crying out for some woman that actually, yes, did exactly as she said, left him when he wasn't prepared to be moving on with his life, and he's very taken over now by grief. Or it was just a complete bogus call. The guy's laughing his ass off now, realizing he made it onto the I Hate You hotline. Now, which one do you feel it is? The former, the latter? What does your gut tell you? Is this a man who truly was pouring out his emotion there?
It sounded like it. I mean,
You were buying
if you're
it.
going to make latkes for somebody on their birthday...
You're a big latke maker, are you, Terry?
That's pretty serious, wouldn't you say?
Stephen, you a big fan of the latkes?
Sure.
He was funny on Taxi.
Yeah.
You want to break down the ingredients of the latke, Stephen?
I'm not sure. I don't know what it is.
Well, Terry seems to know. It's what, Terry?
It is a some kind of potato type...
A potato pancake kind of ish, yes.
Oh, that sounds good.
I can't go wrong with potato pancake.
Can't.
It's in your knish family.
Oh, wow.
Your knish family.
Yes, close relative to the knish, and this guy made it for the woman or man that he loves. I keep it in the present tense because obviously I don't think the love is quite gone yet.
No, not when he was as emotional as that.
On her birthday, although there was no party hats worn, there was no birthday girl to be found.
Right.
I'd love to go to the Knish family reunion. Probably some good food there.
So, Terry, you are absolutely correct. That is what he made for her on her birthday. Stephen did not. You'd think Stephen would have mastered the art.
No. He doesn't even eat rice.
No, I know what a potato pancake is, for sure.
Okay.
I have those, but I didn't know there was another name for it. A clinical name. Wow, that's exciting.
It's a clinical name. That's right. When you go to the hospital, you have to call it by its clinical name.
Sir, here's a brochure on latkes. You may want to look into it.
So, all right, let's listen to it again and I realize that this man sounds like he's in undergoing a serious bout of grief here, Terry.
Yeah.
Message.
I hate you.
Just get right to the point from the onset of the phone call, Terry.
Right.
Doesn't identify who he's talking to, but I guess as far as he's concerned, it's not necessary. He knows who he's talking to.
I hate you. Even though you're not around.
It's hard to hate someone that's not around at all.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to hate someone that's standing right in front of you.
True, but, according to his call, the hate stems from the person leaving.
I hate you. Even though you're not around. I miss you so much that I made latkes on your birthday for you.
No way. You're not serious. Come on.
So you're in the camp of this is a bogus phone call.
Absolutely.
No guys making latkes on a girl's birthday, especially when she's not around to eat them.
Correct.
Now, maybe if she was around, you'd buy it.
Yes.
You gotta make the latkes only with the thought of, I can't wait to see her face when she's plowing down the latkes and enjoying every second of it. But you're not making latkes for someone that's not around.
Absolutely not.
That's why this is a bogus call from a guy who's just trying to yank our chain.
We've been yanked.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, if it's a true call, Terry, this sounds like the tone of voice of a man who could be, believe it or not, as soft-spoken as he sounds, a very dangerous person.
Yeah, no, you think?
And I hope the I Hate You hotline did something to maybe take away that bit of the scare factor that I would feel about someone in this kind of state, Terry. Maybe it allowed him to feel better, and that's the whole design of the I Hate You hotline, Terry, to allow people to get the hate out, so it just gets whisked off into the air, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Tisk, 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 whisk, whisk, whisk.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
No more latkes for you.
I miss you so much that I made latkes on your birthday for you. And I know it doesn't fit with whatever ceremony it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But it just hurts. And so I just made them.
Yes. And we understand. It's okay.
And I hate you because you left.
Oh.
And I hate the fact that you left so early.
Well, the alarm goes off. You got to go to work, Terry. She'll be home at around 5.
Yeah.
Why are you getting so emotional about it?
Oh, that's a weird way to put it. You left so early.
Yeah.
Should we take from that she left early in this relationship? It never quite got off the ground to the proportion that this man was hoping, and that's what he means by early?
I would say yes on that one.
I would say by the tone of this man's voice, again going on the tone of his voice, Terry, that she left about the right time.
And I hate you because you left. And I hate the fact that you left so early.
Oh.
And you didn't need to.
Okay.
I miss you.
There it is.
To replay.
I hate one night stands.
Oh.
Turn into some girl waiting by the phone.
With latkes?
Guys should just call and say, hey, thanks.
Thanks.
Later.
Thank you would be nice. After one night stand, Terry.
The T-Man.
I hate you, even though you're not around. I miss you so much that I made latkes on your birthday for you. And I know it doesn't fit with whatever ceremony it's supposed to. But it just hurts. And so I just made them. And I hate you because you left. And I hate the fact that you left so early. And you didn't need to. I miss you.
I don't think that needs to be said.
To replay.
I hate one night stands.
No.
Turn into some girl waiting by the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Guys should just call and say, hey, thanks. Later. And just let it be.
Message.
Now, if you promise it would end there, Terry, hey, we're more than happy to give you a thank you.
Right.
Yes. Oh, hey, thank you. Thank you.
But if you got a phone number to call and say thanks, does that still make it a one-night stand?
Technically, yes.
Oh, okay.
You don't eliminate the one-night stand status because you have a phone number.
Oh, okay.
A thank you note is nice, though. Maybe
Yeah, well,
flowers.
Thank you card.
Gee, some candy.
Right.
There's nothing that I hate more than ingrown hairs.
Yeah, especially on your one-night stands.
I would agree with you there.
Mm-hmm. Terry, there's a couple of hate calls for the morning. We've gone through them now over this segment and the past one, so we can move on to other things. I see a huge pile of stuff on your side of the console. I know there's a woman outside waiting to try to be a briefcase model this morning, Terry.
Oh,
there
good.
is still 6 vacant spots.
Wow, 6?
6 last we counted.
Gotcha.
6 spots up for grabs. That means 14 are secured.
Okay.
For Summer Jam 2006.
Keep grabbing for those spots. And
The deal or no deal briefcase modeling extravaganza. Yes, you will be shocked, Terry, when you see the lineup of these 20 briefcase girls.
Woo! Can't wait.
We are going to certainly do the job right at Summer Jam 2006. And this woman wants to be added to that list, to that roster of ladies that will be Briefcase models.
Okay.
What do you have over there, Terry?
Well, I have an update for you regarding MySpace.
A lot of controversy involving MySpace.
Yeah, I actually have another story after this. But it's imposing new...
Multiple MySpace stories.
Yeah, imposing. It's imposing new restrictions on how adults can reach younger members. Starting next week,
yes.
MySpace.com users 18 years of age.
Because you told us yesterday there was the big story, I don't think it was on this coast, but somewhere in the middle of the country, some girl got duped, so she says, by some guy who claimed to be a high school dude, but it turns out he was 19.
Yes.
Oh.
And she was sexually assaulted.
And there's an ongoing litigation right now as we speak. MySpace on the hook for $30 million. This woman wants to sue them for that amount because she got sexually assaulted by some MySpace overzealous 19-year-old who made it happen with a 14-year-old, Terry.
He lied.
Yeah, she'll get every penny of that because it was certainly MySpace's fault.
Right.
That she went out and met a 19-year-old thinking he was 18. How dare MySpace allow a 19-year-old portray themselves as an 18-year-old and this woman be duped by that? They have to protect 14-year-olds in those kind of situations, Terry. That's their job.
Mm-hmm.
But they facilitate it for them.
Whatever. They facilitate. They don't facilitate you meeting at malls. They don't facilitate you going out and meeting strange people. They provide you a playground whereby you can introduce yourself and become acquainted with other people. After that, all bets are off.
Well, like I said...
They're not holding your hand around all the world because you logged on to their website. They're not all of a sudden your guardian angel because you got an account at MySpace.com. Ridiculous. So what are they doing now?
This is starting next week. Anyone who is 18 years of age or older won't be allowed access to younger friends lists unless they have a full name.
So MySpace has to now show good faith in order to fight this lawsuit by making it seem like they're putting extra security measures in place.
Yes.
Ridiculous. And what are they doing now? They're making it so you can't contact 14-year-olds. Well,
14 or 15
that makes sense.
Yeah, you can't even ask to be on that young 14 or 15-year-old friends list unless you have a full name or full email address.
Well, wasn't that the case already?
I don't know because
you can just click around and ask anybody to be your friend, right?
Mm-hmm. So you're not allowed to ask someone who's underage. You can't view their pictures, I know.
Right.
Heaven's sake. You can't view their pictures if they're 14, I know right now, but now they're making it so you can't even ask to be their friend.
Right.
Unless you give them the information of their email address, right?
Right.
And you wouldn't know their email address unless you truly knew them ahead of time.
Right.
So you're not allowed to meet new 14-year-olds until next week. So you still have all week to throw out your best game to the 14-year-olds of MySpace.
Right.
You like Pokemon?
Because they can't get this software written fast enough to make it this week. It's going to be next week that the new security measures go into place.
Yes.
So, it's open season until this time next week.
Mm-hmm.
Dateline better throw one in the can. You know what I mean?
Oh. Yes.
So, yeah, those are the big changes.
Well, that is definitely something that should have been already in place.
Sure. It probably
sounds like, Terry. You should have been able to ask, if you're over 18, you should have been able to ask a 14-year-old if you want to be their friend.
Right. No.
So you know what this is going to do? This is going to eliminate all those 26-year-old women out there who pretend like they really don't want to be bothered, and they put 14 on there because they read the book The Rules back in the day, and they want to make it difficult for guys to get access to them because it makes them more appealing. You're going to lose out on that angle of manipulating through the MySpace fields. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
A lot of 27-year-old women out there are not going to like that guys can't contact them anymore, and they're going to have to actually put their real age on there. They're not going to be able to put their 14 because now, now we'll really find out who doesn't want to be bothered on MySpace. All these women who pretended like they didn't want to be bothered with all these friend requests now won't be able to get friend requests if they put their 14-year-old, they're 14 years old up there.
Right.
So now they got to put their real age, or at least over 18.
Yes.
Troubling.
All those frauds, all those fraudulent ladies out there pretending like they didn't want to be bothered. Yeah, everyone fooled. Believe me.
Fraud broad.
Nothing worse and nothing more transparent than a fraud broad.
Oh, jeez.
Fraud broad.
So next week it'll be, instead of 87 million network people, it'll be down to 37 million.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Right, probably double.
All the pedophiles are gone.
Whoa.
So this will make great strides in eliminating the pedophiles' access. Do you believe this is going to be effective, Terry?
I think it will be, yes, effective.
Oh.
However, do I believe that
to the fullest extent?
Yeah, to the fullest extent, not necessarily.
But
because it helps. Yes, it definitely.
Every little bit helps.
Right. It definitely secures some. But we all know that there are some, 14 and 15-year-olds who, when they see this, they will find a way around it, and they'll say that they're 18, whatever, because they're lying. If some are lying just as much as,
Yes.
those pedophiles.
But you got to keep the 14-year-old you already have as friends, right?
Your grandfather did, Stephen, yes.
Stephen, you rest assured, your friends list is safe.
Yeah, your great-grandfathered in.
Well, that's actually an interesting question. If you had any, 15, 14-year-olds on your friends list,
do they all of a sudden
get wiped away?
Yeah.
Is Stephen going to be down to 3 friends he wants to have?
They don't say anything about that as far as any changes. So that is interesting.
Okay, but MySpace is reacting to the lawsuit that they're facing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then locally here, apparently there is a family out there who's fearing that their 15-year-old daughter's disappearance may be linked to MySpace.
Well, I'm guaranteeing it's linked to MySpace because every 14 or 15-year-old's disappearance these days is linked to MySpace.
She has been
somehow, some way, something about MySpace is brought into the equation of every disappearing teenager because they're all on MySpace and they all write to their friends this, that, and the other thing.
My kids.
And whether it was a direct contact they made on MySpace, I don't know, but somehow, some way, they're going to find some trace, some link to MySpace in this kid's disappearance. It's a local kid?
It is a local young girl. Do you want me to give you her name? I have it.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Kayla Molzan.
All right. From where?
She is from Port Orchard.
And that's over by Silverdale, Kitsap County?
Yes. She's been missing for more than a month.
And they're thinking she met someone on MySpace.
Yeah, the SPD has taken her computer, hard drive, and gone through all their stuff.
All right.
And apparently, according to her mother, she had met this guy through MySpace, and he was going to come and pick her up, and apparently
she was cool with it until all of a sudden she's been missing now for a month.
Well, no, I think the way it sounds, the story
MySpace sounds good. Okay, see you now.
But you have to also realize that there are a lot of parents out there who don't know that their kids are doing this.
And there are some parents out there that do know and don't react to it.
Right, yeah, absolutely, because they don't think that it could possibly happen to their child.
You're going to go meet someone from MySpace? I try to stop you, but Oprah has a really good topic on today, so go enjoy yourself.
I mean, and people get on me because Darren comes home from school talking about what's this MySpace? How come I don't have one? I'm getting a lot of flack at school, and I'm like, oh well, such is life. You're not getting one, so have a great day.
What if he has one and you don't know it?
No, I know.
What if he has an alias and you don't know it?
I do know.
You cannot say with 100% certainty
I can
that at school he doesn't have.
Yes, I can, because their school won't allow that.
I don't get testy! Testy!
I'll do a search for him.
Go for it. Won't find him.
Steven will find him.
And in fact,
his school doesn't allow it.
No schools allow that kind of.
Technically, they don't allow it, but can they stop every student from going on every website that's available out there?
They have blockers up there. Yes, they can.
There are ways around blockers.
Well.
Got the anti-blocker 3000 over there.
But I mean,
I'm just saying, you're saying you could say with 100% certainty that he has no affiliation with MySpace whatsoever. And I'm just saying, if you're truly a realistic, on top of it parent, you got to acknowledge that you could never be 100% certain about anything. I mean, yes, you're doing everything within your power to make sure. But if you're being completely with the 100% certainty line, if you're giving me the company line, I'm going to say, well, I'm a little concerned that you have such strong feelings, because you can never be so sure.
Take him 10 minutes at his friend's house to make one.
He could have you completely fooled.
Well, they have a pretty good relationship.
Probably not.
Yeah, we do. And really, the friends that he hangs out with, I know their parents very well, and it's the same situation.
The neighborhood meetings?
Well, I mean, he doesn't have a large pool of friends.
So you've checked with all
of
his friends. You've checked with all of his friends' parents, and they're on the same page as you as far as not allowing them MySpace accounts.
Well, the ones that we're close, yes.
Mm-hmm.
The one, I mean,
you should talk with his friends' parents.
Absolutely, you should. Yes. So, I mean, yes, he's got friends that he hangs out with at school that he doesn't necessarily go to their house and
Say you're 98% sure.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm 98% sure.
I mean, you can't say 100% sure that he doesn't have
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And I'm saying if you're saying that, then that's when I start worrying about what you know and what you don't know. If you were to say, yeah, I'm as sure as I could possibly be without
All
being 100%.
right, well, then I'll say that.
Okay.
I'm as sure as I could possibly be.
Without being 100% sure.
Without being 100%.
Never be 100%
Actually,
sure.
the more I think about it, maybe I'm just 50%
Okay.
sure.
Wow. Yeah.
No. But yeah, I am pretty confident. How does that sound?
And he comes home giving you the, why don't I know anything about this MySpace thing, Ma? For him to pretend like he doesn't even know what it is, and he has to have you explain it to him, makes it think like he's selling you a bill of goods.
No, but the thing is that he realizes that
I love the bill of goods.
I like goods and services.
You know, a lot of his friends or associates at school, know who his mother is and will...
Okay.
Yes. Bring it up to him because they heard it on the air.
He knows what it is, whether he's on it or not, Terry.
Yes, he does now, yeah.
I just messaged him. We're meeting at Jamba Juice.
Are ya? Gosh.
He looks hot in that tank top picture.
God, you guys are sick.
Enjoy those pictures for another week. So a local girl is missing out of Port Townsend.
Port Orchard.
Port Orchard.
Schweiger's.
Where's Port Townsend?
Further north.
I see.
And a little bit west.
Okay.
It's all the same. Once you cross the water, it's all the same.
And she's been missing a month?
Yes.
It's that damn MySpace again. And she's 15.
She's 15.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Apparently she went to school and then disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right.
Well, and they're putting together a whole big,
1-866-663-T-Man. What is it, a Waxus Wednesday? Is it a Waxus Wednesday? It is a Waxus Wednesday. And that means it's time to open up the phone lines. For anything you want to talk about, if you have a MySpace comment or two, or if you have any relationship issues, if you have anything that you need to get off your chest in a non-I hate you hotline moment, live and in color here on the radio, it's toll free. It's 1-866-663. It's T-Man.
I need to get some of this hair off my chest. Can I make that happen?
Let's just wax it for him.
Well, luckily, we got the Lady Venus sitting right over there. Go to town.
Venus from a penis.
Whoa!
And let's see. The first call, it looks like they've jumped on the phone lines here. I think the first ringing phone I saw is this one. You're on the air. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, who's this?
Rebecca?
Hi, Rebecca. How are you?
Good.
Yes.
I was just
You sound only about 14, but luckily we haven't changed our rules until next week. You're welcome to come on the program.
Right.
Yes. How old are you, Rebecca?
18.
18 years old. And what can we do for you?
I was just calling to tell Terry, your kids could have fake names and fake MySpaces.
Right.
Fake MySpaces.
I had a friend when I was 14 who was 13 and had a MySpace, had a fake name and a fake email and everything. She faked her state, everything.
So Terry's being naive to say she can be 100% sure her son has no connection to MySpace.
I retracted the 100%.
He could be Taco from Linwood.
Yes, he could.
Hard or soft?
Whoa!
I'm just
Stop
asking.
it.
No, you like it crunchy.
Oh, man.
Okay. Thank you for
Thanks for forewarning
for hitting
me.
us with the reality that we have been trying to drive home in the very hardened Terry Free skull.
Well, I even had to get on our 11-year-old daughter because she had a friend who, of the same age, has a MySpace account, and her mom knows about it.
Oh, geez.
And so introduced her to MySpace, and I said, oh, that's off limits, sissy.
Terry, let's not make MySpace the devil here now, all right?
Did you say sissy?
My little sister did have a MySpace until I kicked her off.
You kicked her off because you're worried about your little. You have to protect your little sister. All the world's problems are now all common denominator to MySpace. That's right. I said common denominator to MySpace, Terry. All the evils of the world can be connected to MySpace.
Well, you have to admit it makes it much easier to gain access.
Need
does
a
it
finger
not?
to point, and we're pointing it at this website. MySpace.
So does your son have one?
Well, he's been asking Terry, but I say no. I put my foot down.
Yeah, it's for 3-years-olds. Wait till you're 3.
Mm-hmm. Not until you're 2.
Big kids.
But you monitor the computers at home, so you'd know if they were using fake things.
Now go play with your phony lawnmower!
Yeah, they don't have a computer in their room or anything like that.
He loves his little lawnmower, though, Terry.
Does he?
Yes. Last I checked, it hasn't molested him. It's wonderful.
Does it blow bubbles?
Does he fake use it when the gardening people are there mowing the lawn?
Yeah. I can't be 100% sure, Steve. Yeah. I don't want to be naive. Jade. You're on the air, Jade. How are you, Jade?
You know, I'm okay until we start talking about this topic.
Okay.
It really gets me upset because everyone keeps blaming MySpace, and it's just ridiculous. It's really ridiculous.
We need something tangible to blame all the problems of the world on every second of every day, and it looks like it's MySpace's turn to be the whipping boy of all things that are evil.
Exactly.
Well,
exactly.
but I think the thing is, like I said, I think
gives
it
everyone-
just gives more access. Now,
It gives everyone a convenient excuse for bad parenting. That's all justifiable now because MySpace is working against all the parents of the world. It's not their fault that they didn't parent correctly. MySpace ruined any thing that they may have put into place.
Right.
MySpace is the devil. I can't wait to log on to the devil later today, by the way.
Really?
Terry.
Yeah.
Mhm. Going from friend to friend is beautiful. Yes, I have so many. Go ahead, Jade.
Oh, I'm sick of, if you watch Fox News, every single night they have something about MySpace.
That is true.
It's your fault for watching the Fox
Every
News?
single channel does it, and, you know, on Yahoo and MSN and all the other big name stuff that you can have profiles on, you can meet people just as well off of those, but nobody's talking about those. You can lie on any of those pages. When it says enter your birthday, you make whatever birthday you want.
Yeah, you really can't get through a day anymore right now without a MySpace story du jour hitting you about some child's ill-fated situation due to MySpace.
Right,
yes.
But the other thing, too, is that, I mean, prior to MySpace, there was plenty of children disappearing because they're left to
Right,
wander
but it's all
around
consolidated now to MySpace being the root of all the evil.
Right. I mean, because it amazes me sometimes when I see kids young kids, like 7, walking down the street by themselves. I'm like, somebody could just drive on by and then, pick you up.
Yeah, well, I hope you're yelling at MySpace in your mind as you're driving by, not helping.
I'm yelling at the parent.
Aha.
Yeah. No, and there was another story on MySpace about a girl that did die, that she went and met a guy that she was dating off of there, but they didn't tell you that she had been dating the guy. She was like 16 and he was 31. She had been dating the guy for 3 months. The mother knew about them dating, and then apparently he killed her. But they're blaming it on MySpace, even though the mom knew the daughter was dating him.
It's very convenient. A child never died before MySpace came around. A child was never tortured or abducted or molested until MySpace came around, Cherry. I think that's obvious.
Yeah.
MySpace has turned the world upside down. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to reintroduce to this program Her Majesty Constance the
A ding ding.
She promised me in her email that I'd be amazed and shocked by all the changes that have come about in her life.
Right.
Oh.
There have been changes that I obviously had to take no other way, but that they were positive changes, Terry. Not
Good
that I
deal.
saw any major negatives in her life in the past.
Oh, she had the penis removed.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Constance, are you there?
Yes.
Oh, it's now a kinder, gentler, softer spoken Constance.
Stop
Because in the
it.
past, you'd have been, oh my God, and hitting us with a really loud tone of voice.
Yes.
But not the new Constance, not the new and improved Constance,
Oh,
Terry.
no.
She's very mellow, soft-spoken. That's just me reading into the first syllable you've uttered here, Constance. Is this part of the new you?
No.
Oh.
Another
I'm
fraud
just
bride.
tired. I'm tired.
You're tired.
Okay, I have a couple things.
Okay.
So White Girl on the Couch is the most irritating thing I've ever heard in my entire life. And I went on MySpace to see her picture. She's disgusting. She's gross.
It doesn't sound like
It was
she's any
shocking.
different.
She's gross.
What changes
She's gross.
has she made again?
Well,
Yeah, she's gross. And the car models
I'm looking
that
at
I
it right
went
now,
on
and
your
I
site
beg to
to see
differ.
their pictures,
yeah, I
they're
do.
just as ugly. The car models were so disgusting. That black thing, that black creature with the half shirt on was disgusting. So I hope you didn't recruit her for Summer Jam.
I can tell you this, Constance Bitzer. Okay, I mean, not everyone can be as beautiful as you.
No, but she was really gross.
Let's just establish that right from the onset here. However, with that said, the car show models were being the center of attention at every moment that I was there, Terry. And I was at the car show for a good hour or two, okay?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to overplay a situation that doesn't deserve to be overplayed.
Right.
If the car models didn't make the grade, I would have come on and said, I disappointed you all. The car models didn't make the grade. Right. But that's not the case. They exceeded all my expectations. My expectations are always high, Terry.
Right.
And everyone that was at the car show, the cameras were clicking. They were surrounding this group of people more than anyone or any car at the car show.
Mm-hmm.
So say what you want to say. You weren't there, Constance. I don't know what your interpretation is of things. I know you can't hold everyone up to your standard because that wouldn't be fair.
It's not that. It's not that. But those girls in the pictures on your site were dressed like, half naked, so you're going to look at their body, and it was
I don't even know what the pictures look like on my site. I don't even know if I've even seen them. I don't remember seeing them. I don't know what they look like if I did see them. I just remember what it was like to be there, Terry. And looking at them in the flesh.
Right.
There was a healthy crowd around them.
Yeah, all the time.
If you go on YouTube.com, people videotape them and put them up on YouTube because they're so impressive.
But the other thing, too, in Constance, there were no doubt other car show models that did not belong to us. That we had no control over. That were
hope you're not confusing our car show models, the one I selected here in the studio, and Rowdy Roddy Piper.
No, I'm talking about the pictures on the T-Man website of the girls that tried out. They're disgusting.
Oh.
If that is how you represent Seattle, we're in for a lot of trouble at Summer Jam. That's gross. You don't like all the stars coming to see those creatures on stage. It's not cracking. Also, why are there no men on stage for the women to look at?
I did pick one.
Yes, and he was quite the sight to behold.
Because that's not fair if there's only women up there with flesh. Let's get some men up there. There's some good
he was
women
fine.
I'll tell you what, obviously then you'll be a shoo-in to be a Briefcase model, and you'll be the one who'll salvage the whole disastrous event that are the car show models.
I think so.
Okay, so when do we get to be graced by your new and improved presence here in the studio to make it official that you are, in fact, a car show model? Because I'll tell you right now, Terry, all she's got to do is walk through the door. I haven't seen her for, I would say, at least a year.
Right.
And I will guarantee you, no matter what she looks like, I'm assuming she'll look as beautiful as she's professing right now. But even if she doesn't, I'm letting you know. Yes. I will not do this for anyone else but the Bitchler. Constance the Bitchler walks through this door right here, Terry. Yeah. And as soon as the foot comes through the door, she's a Briefcase model.
Woohoo!
Whoa. Ow! That's the kind of carte blanche that she has here. Right. And yes, I understand that I am saying very clearly how I'm scrutinizing and I am weeding out the good from the bad, the ugly, Terry, and only picking the elite. And yet I'm diffusing that by suggesting Constance could be a disaster. I haven't seen her in a year. I don't know what she looks like anymore, Terry. Right. I could be diluting that whole pool by doing that. And yet I am saying right now I am willing to do that for the Bitchler. She has a golden ticket to a Briefcase modeling position on this stage at Summer Jam if she comes down here.
Well, from what the guys on my football team told me, she still looks good.
Yes, apparently you're still popular amongst the semi-pro football players there, Constance. So you should be happy about that.
Yeah.
Except the one white guy who called in.
You want to come tomorrow morning?
Wow.
Then I look forward to tomorrow morning like I've looked forward to no other morning in the past in such a big-time way. Constance the Bitchler has taken a nice leave of absence from the show for her own personal reasons.
New and improved now.
And she is new and improved and looking better than ever, apparently, Terry. And from what she's telling us, she is going to raise the high bar.
Wow.
Is that, am I misquoting you, or are you going to raise the high bar on what the Briefcase models should do in representing Seattle?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I'm going to raise it because they couldn't even utter words out their mouth. They were so stupid.
Well, you got to realize.
So
we don't care about
You got to realize, Constance, when you get on stage and you're holding the briefcase,
I understand, but they're backstage with artists. So if an artist walks up to them,
but that's not really why they're being hired. They're not being hired to schmooze backstage with the artists or do even more. They're being hired for this particular day. They're being asked to come and be a part of this solely for the look that they're going to give off on stage.
And what kind of intelligent conversation is an artist really looking forward to with any groupie?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not really looking forward to a conversation, but I still don't want Seattle to be represented
So what's the difference? They're
Terry, these are not groupies. These are on stage Briefcase models.
I understand that. But my point is she's talking about personality and they can't utter words and I mean, they don't care if that's the case.
Yeah, now all of a sudden you're putting I can make it happen verbally backstage with my mouthpiece with the artists, and that's what I'm offering. I thought you were offering a level of beauty and hotness that we've been lacking.
I'm hoping that they look better than the car show people you had on your website. Was my point.
Mm-hmm.
That was my point.
But you know
the girl
for
that
sure.
came down to your show with her manager, she's just stupid.
But you know for
Probably a
sure
stripper.
that you do. You know for sure that you far exceed any of the car show models that I put out there.
Absolutely, yes,
Okay, well, that's good to hear.
absolutely,
Better buy your Summer Jam tickets now. 'Cause
That's
you get to vote for her.
That's good to hear, Terry, because I haven't seen Constance in a while, and I don't know what could happen to a woman over a year period of time.
Right.
You just wait.
Okay, well, we don't have to wait much longer. Less than 24 hours from now, Constance the Bachelor, Hurricane Constance, coming in this studio. And as soon as she does, a briefcase will have her name on it, Terry.
Wow.
And you know what? I'll tell you right now, it'll be briefcase number one.
Number one.
Number one.
In the pyramid that we'll be putting forth on stage, with number one being the tip, just the tip, of that period. Of that
period.
You're hoping you have
Of that pyramid.
Yeah, please tell me you had it.
Yeah, right. It was a Freudian slip. Yeah, don't.
You thought you were off the air.
Try to work it out so you don't have it that day.
But have it at some point.
Try to work.
Yeah. The tip of that pyramid, Terry, the very front of that pyramid.
Right.
The very protruding part of that pyramid that faces the Summer Jam crowd will be Constance the Bachelor's spot.
Well, she's probably going to raise a few eyebrows. If she looks that good.
Yes. Bachelor,
Yes.
we can't wait to see you tomorrow.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
The Bachelor is back. The Bachelor is back.
White girl looks scared.
Poor white girl in the chair, Terry.
She was not happy.
She's not happy. She's a combination of sadness and just steaming mad, Terry.
Yeah, she was.
She made it seem like the way she portrayed it during the break, I didn't give her a chance to respond to the Bachelor. You don't want to respond to the Bachelor. The Bachelor's very good with her words.
Yeah, they can slice your life like a knife.
She'll bite your head off.
Mm-hmm.
And your mic was on, so you had the chance to respond. Don't make it like I didn't give you a chance to respond. But don't get all upset about what she says. She's got that little hater aspect. She called all the girls at the car show situation not good looking. So what do you care? What does that say about what she says? Doesn't have much
nothing.
merit.
She's obviously just deluded. But
Oh, jeez.
Whoa, deluded.
She wants her chance to vent.
Yeah, she does.
Okay, here's your opportunity. Say what you want to say.
I don't need to say anything. I can yell at her tomorrow.
She called you gross.
Whoa.
Oh, believe me, if you have the opportunity of yelling, if you have the opportunity of yelling at her now or yelling at her tomorrow, you want to go now.
I pick now.
Now is the
And
time.
I call in sick tomorrow.
So you have
no
something.
kidding.
If
Gee
you have
whiz.
something to say, you got to go down and get extra bagels when she's here tomorrow. Let's just put it that way. If you have something to say, you better say it now. She called you gross, and you don't like to hear that word, and I made sure to tell her that wasn't the case about you or the car show model, she said, swallowing. And if you have anything to say, it should be said now. Go ahead.
All I have to say is I might look gross, but at least I have my
You
own
don't look
eyebrows.
gross. Don't believe what she says.
Well, I don't have drawn-on eyebrows, so that's something positive. That she
I'd rather have
definitely
that
does
than
not
look
have
gross,
going
though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd rather, if I had the choice of A, I could look gross, or B, I'd have drawn-on eyebrows, I would take the drawn-on eyebrows. So that's really not holding. Yeah, I mean,
looking
over
gross?
Yeah.
What?
Being unattractive is one thing. Gross is not good.
You were saying a lot more during the break than you're saying now. I'll tell you that right now. She's not even on the line and you're scared.
Yeah.
She's not even here and you're scared.
Well, I've heard her tear down a couple people over the years.
Mm-hmm.
But
I just don't have that fight in me.
You don't have that fight.
What was he?
You had that fight during the break.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, that's when it's
You're-
not recorded.
when you-
She's not listening, and
Mm-hmm. So you have nothing to say right now in response to what she said to you. You don't have any fight back. I mean, you certainly are entitled to a fight back moment here.
Yeah.
Okay. White girl in the chair has nothing to say because she's scared, as we all are. I mean, she can kick the crap out of all of us.
Right.
even with all of you guys protecting me, I think she could kill me down here.
Mm-hmm.
Should be
I
fun
saw
tomorrow.
her at the homemade bikini contest, and she was just a little terrifying.
You saw her at the homemade bikini contest, and what was your impression of her then? Was she as hot as she portrays herself as?
Not close.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
When she talks like she's just supermodel status, and she's a good-looking woman, but I don't think she's just banging out of control like she thinks she is.
She's painting on the angry eyebrows now. It's on.
I think we should have a pose down tomorrow.
So she walks around like she's queen of the world, but was she getting a lot of attention from the people that showed up at the bikini contest, yes or no?
She was making quite a scene.
Also, only when she was making a scene did she get the attention that she was looking for. She wasn't getting attention just based on her looks, is what I'm taking from your comments. Is that fair to say, or
I
no?
mean, some people might think she's attractive, but mostly it was her out-of-control personality that was bringing all the looks and stares.
Wow. Well, those are fighting words.
And her 5 girls she had flanked with her. I don't know why she's hating on the car show model that brought down her manager, because Constance can't roll anywhere by herself either.
Whoa.
Wow. Now we're getting on a roll here.
Yeah, she is.
Keep it going.
Now.
You're giving us more than just the tip. You're giving us the whole shaft.
Wow.
Wow.
Chef, how is it so far?
Oh.
Jeez. But Ryan Seacrest is the gay one.
You're right.
Yeah.
So, anything else or any more? Or is that where it ends?
That's where it ends.
Jeez.
Okay.
Tomorrow ought to be good.
Yeah. Don't think I'm
And you're
coming
not
in,
going
T.
to bring up the fact you said you caught a venereal disease by looking at her picture online? You're not going to say that?
Wow.
I mean, just say what you said.
He'd be amongst a long line of people that could claim that. Okay.
Yeah, what's an out, I guess?
Is that her excuse for how she got it?
Yeah, mine too.
Let's go to Mary, who's been waiting on the line for a little bit of time. Mary, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fabulous, thank you.
Nice to talk to you today.
Well, I have something to be said about the MySpace situation.
Yeah.
I have 3 teenagers, and so I'm losing my mind, don't you know?
Oh.
Anyway,
Don't you know?
I got Mary.
Terry, you hear me, girl?
I do.
Yes,
I do,
yes.
Mary.
Anyway,
That sounds quite contrary.
the best way to prevent problems with the MySpace, in my opinion, is, being a cool mom. All the kids hang out at my place, or they just love me because I work from my house. So I have gotten my own MySpace page. And I'm telling you this little tidbit of information only because it's summer break and my children are asleep.
Yes, how exciting. Oh, I got to get there in such a hurry. Let's break.
Yeah.
Let's break so we can go to her MySpace page, Terry. I need to see her pictures. I'm dying to see her in her bikini. Okay, yeah.
Okay, look up Ginger Snaps with a J.
Oh, I was really hoping you wouldn't tell us where to go, because now
now everybody's going to go
now
there.
Pasty's almost forced to go.
Oh, yeah.
But do you post pictures of your kids, and you think that by, doing that, is that what you do? You post pictures of your kids and the family environment thing?
I'm just shocked that Ginger Snaps with a J wasn't already taken, Terry.
I know.
Yeah, that just seems like such the coveted name. Yes.
She's gone on a hot one piece.
So, yeah, right. So anyway, what I do is I befriend their children. Oh, that sounds terrible. I'm not a
Yes,
pet
it does.
Go ahead.
Sorry about that.
Right.
Anyway, this way, if you're on their top 8 list, or if you're even on their friends list, because they all have the private profile, because that's something I do insist on.
Listen,
they have.
You get off on being the cool mom.
Of
you get
course.
off on being on MySpace, and you're
I
trying
don't
to make
really
it.
give a care about MySpace.
Whatever. You like
But-
being on
Hey,
yourself.
T-Man,
You're trying to
T-Man.
make it like you keep tabs on your children. I'm sure there's something to that, but there's also a bigger picture here, and you love being the youngish cool mom. You love that status, whether you
heck
are,
yeah.
whether you
Because
truly.
I know where my kids are, T-Man, and I
Right.
know who my kids are hanging out
Whether
with.
you truly are or aren't, I'm not so sure. But that's what you've talked yourself into. You're the coolest mom on the block, or all.
Well, sad to say in this day and age, I'm the only mom on the block because the other parents are working
Basically,
really
how
hard.
does Ginger Snaps with a J look?
If it's Jinger Snaps, you're a 20-year-old Asian girl.
No, that's not me.
Okay.
Did
I spell
There's a Z
that?
on the end. There's a Z on the end.
Oh,
Z. And I'm hardly an Asian girl. I'm an Irish lassie.
Oh, it's Snaps with a Z.
Wouldn't use the word lassie when describing yourself.
Anyway, but what has helped, honestly, in all seriousness,
more
for
accurate.
people that are listening, if you can get a MySpace page and, be friends with your kids' friends, you'll see the language that's being displayed on the page. You'll see the topics they're talking about. Because if you're one of their friends, you can go and be a part of these comments and messages, etc. So I'm just giving these parents out there an idea on how to maybe be...
It's an idea. It's a bad idea, but it's an idea. Yeah, we can't argue with that.
In all seriousness. Because a lot of these parents are not even aware of really how to even follow their kids on MySpace.
What's going on with Ginger Snaps with a Z?
Yeah, it says her account has been deleted if I am doing it right.
Oh, Pacey wants to know if he's doing it right. He's never done it before, so he needs to know if he's doing it right. Why can't we find your account, Ginger Snaps?
I'm even on your friends list. That's pathetic.
Whose?
Terry and Steven.
Oh,
really?
Why?
I didn't know that.
Why can't we find? We just accept anyone here.
Jinger.
Jinger.
SNAPPZ.
Oh, TPZ.
Can't imagine why I couldn't find that.
forgot
Mr.
to...
Wizard back there, all you have to say is his name is
Yeah, you forgot the PP there, Pacey.
Finds the page. Or Sue, and she's a hot.
I found her.
chick.
Yeah.
Okay, you found her, Stephen? And how we doing as far as
Nice curly hair.
the cool mom looks?
Nice curly hair. Well, she's an
Just
Irish
one
lassie.
picture of her.
Yes. Irish lassie loves to...
I think that's red hair, too.
I got some red hair.
Obviously the cool mom because she's doling out the drinks.
Yeah. It's party at her house.
Whoa.
No.
How
I'm
old,
not that cool.
how old are your kids?
16, 13, and 12.
Oh. And how old are you?
Their ages are probably not updated on there.
How old are you?
42.
In her music, it says, I like rap, hip-hop, and techno, and then there's a picture of Marvin Gaye and the Commodores.
Well, that is the quintessential rap and hip-hop and techno stars.
There's R&B on there. I love me some Commodores.
Listen to that Irish lassie laugh. Let's see what we got here. Actually, she's cuter than I thought, Terry.
Really?
And cute is the way to describe her. She's like got that cute little look here, Terry, with a little Shirley Temple dude.
Oh, I love that. So hot.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not the car show material, but I am the neighborhood mom material.
But that's
so.
good. No, that is good that you are,
You
open
can't, of
enough
course,
to...
Of course, you can't see your body in this picture. It's a face shot only.
Yeah, well.
What are you hiding below the neck?
Nothing much.
Okay. So which one of these friends is your daughter?
Well, if you scroll down a little farther, you'll see who she is.
Okay.
I don't want to say her name for her protection.
I see.
Very good.
For her pleasure. Okay. Well,
Oh, Stephen.
I appreciate you phoning, and I
Thank
think
you.
maybe you have done some good work for some people out there,
Yes.
but I highly doubt it. And thank you very much for the
You
phone
highly,
call.
well, you know what's really sad? But pathetically, if there's the pedophile, if there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, that is true.
I agree with you being on top of stuff, but I always get leery about the woman who proclaims herself to be the cool mom that's the friends of her children's friends.
Yeah, but see,
There's
I'm not Mary.
something-
My name is Mary, but it's not Mary Kay. Okay. And so I don't have to work. My little 13-year-old boy son's, friends don't have to worry about me because my name is Mary, not Mary Kay Letourneau.
The woman who talks herself into being the buddy-buddy with her kids' friends is bizarre and peculiar to me. It always has been, always will be, probably, Terry. Mm-hmm. And that's what this lady wants us to understand, that she's all buddy-buddy and all her kids' friends love her and they love hanging out with her, not just her kids.
No, it's my kids.
And there's something twisted about that.
Oh, for heaven's sakes! You're the master of, psychology.
That's right.
Psychological warfare is your game, isn't it, T-Man?
Professor psychology at the Wharton School of Business. And
Wow! You don't want
hang in
to
there.
do the psychological warfare with a redheaded Irish woman.
Oh, geez,
now.
but
Come on.
I did thank you for the call, and I hope you call
Thank
again
you
soon.
so much, and I really hope that the parents out there that
Okay. You are never going to believe what's going on at Courtesy Ford of Gig Harbor this weekend. We're talking about up to $10,000 off the MSRP of the F-Series trucks, and they have 120 of them in stock right now. But it doesn't end there. Because also right now, while most Ford dealers are giving away $1,100 in free gas, Courtesy Ford in Gig Harbor is doubling that offer, $2,200 of prepaid gas with purchase this weekend. Oh, me tank is finally filled. That hurt? Text page is rolling at 97373. Don't you know, Terry? That's 97373. Don't you know? And I'm sure you also know that a few of these text pages have something to do with the Bitzler's appearance on the program just a few moments ago. Don't you know? 8:55, 53 seconds. Somebody writes. They actually write that. Somebody writes, the Bitchler is just nasty. Tramp, trash, garbage, don't you know? So the text page reads as follows again. Quote, somebody writes, the Bitchler is just nasty. Tramp, trash, garbage, don't you know? 8:51 and 51 seconds. Constance calls the WGITC gross. She must think obnoxious bipolar sluts are virtuous.
Wow.
Virtuous, Terry, they put in this text
really?
page. Yes.
Virtuous.
First time virtuous has showed up in a text page. Yes. 8:49 and 51 seconds. Does Miss Bitchler have a MySpace so we can go see if she's as fine as she says she is? Well, I'm imagining if she saw the white girl in the chair's MySpace, that she might have one of her own.
Stephen?
Yeah, I don't know. I've not been able to find it.
It would be a little scary. that she would have her own MySpace, Terry. People that age shouldn't have MySpaces. Anywhere over 25, it's pretty gross. Unless you're me. Let's see what else we have here. 8:48 and 50 seconds. T-Man, the Bitchler is gross. She's hella ugly. She looks fake. And Kendall, stop being scared of that bitch.
I don't think that person is scared.
8:48 and 48 seconds. T-Man, I'm truly concerned about the safety of White Girl in the Chair. Will you consider allowing me to be her bodyguard at Summer Jam? Yeah, because White Girl in the Chair she's made it clear she wants to be in charge. She wants to be the supervisor. She wants to be the top person in charge of all the Briefcase models at Summer Jam, Terry.
Right.
Organizing them, telling them what to do, feeding them.
Wow.
Showering them, everything that needs to be done. She wants to handle all the goings-on. She is applied for that position.
Yes.
Amongst others. And I haven't made a final determination on that. We have to have an interview process. We have to have a sit-down, a question-and-answer moment to see if she really is qualified to be in charge of all these women, especially if Constance is making up the tip of this pyramid.
Wow.
That might be a very interesting dynamic. I don't know if she's even considering wanting that position now, knowing that Constance, who obviously wants a piece of her, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Because Constance is never comfortable unless she's in fight mode.
Yeah, that is true.
Do you still want to be in charge of the Briefcase models at Summer Jam? A very, very important position?
Well, I think that if... I don't know. If Constance is there, I'm going to be a little scared. I might need a bodyguard and have her in handcuffs so she can't kick my butt backstage, but I still want the job, so...
Well, that's not very much confidence.
Yeah, I don't feel the confidence that I need in a person who's going to be in charge of the Briefcase models. Hearing her explanation on that, Terry.
Can't even handle Constance?
You should be happy to know that it's not only black girls that hate you now.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to have to give the job to Steven. Steven's going to be in charge. Well, it's his show, Terry. He's going to be the host.
He's got a lot of stuff to do then.
And until somebody tells White Girl in the Chair how to conduct herself in this interview with a little bit of confidence, how can I announce that she's in charge, Terry?
Yeah, that
she couldn't even be in charge of that last statement she made. So what's the deal?
Maybe if she comes impression.
Do you want to think about it and get back to me?
I'm ready to take on the job.
Wow.
I'm going to have confidence. I'll put her in her place. Let's just, if I have arms and legs after she comes down here tomorrow.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah,
very scared, Terry.
She tried again to give her
It didn't last very long.
No, it didn't.
For a second there, she sounded confident, but it kind of...
She came back real strong for like...
Eyes are welling up. I'm really confident.
Why are your eyes welling up? What are you so fraidy scared? Why is it a chicken?
I don't
She's
know.
just a big-mouthed woman.
Wow.
But she has a way of taking over things, though, too.
Yeah. Well, she does, yes, but... And Steven, that means that, she might try and go after your job.
Wow!
So you need to...
No, Steven she would actually hit. I mean, she's a big-mouthed woman to most women, but I think Steven she would actually pull his hair on stage and hit him.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know if I can do it.
Oh, jeez.
Luckily, he doesn't really have any hair.
Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Where did I leave off? 8:45 and 28 seconds. Constance's face looks like one of those $5 hoes. Whoa. I hope 6 rappers run a train on her and her big mouth backstage at Summer Jam.
Been there, done that.
Oh, jeez.
You have been?
I think that's why she wants backstage.
You're saying she has been, Terry? Are you calling out Constance for already accomplishing that task of having 6 rappers backstage run a train on her? Is that what you're saying right here live on the program?
Yes, I am.
That's the wallpaper speaking.
Yeah, it's the wallpaper speaking, yeah.
Yeah, I'd just be happy to know that you're following the footsteps, White Girl in the Chair, of many who have been insulted by Constance the Bitchler. Terry was told that she's nothing but wallpaper.
Yeah. And, I'm scared of
Wish I could be a fly on the wallpaper.
Later on.
Wow, jeez. Backstage. You and 5 rappers. 8:36 and 19 seconds. Somebody writes, new and improved my ass. She's still the same Constance the Bitchler bunt. Wow. 8:34 and 21 seconds. Hey, Bitchler, got Prozac? 8:33 and 36 seconds. Please don't ruin Summer Jam, T-Man, with that ugly hoe, Constance the Bitchler. Terry, she comes on here, and all the haters of the Bitchler can't help but text page in. Why does she cause this much of a stir? I can't get through any grouping of text pages without it being all her right now.
Yeah.
8:33 and 2 seconds. That raspy voice, constipated the bitchler, is back on the air. Get her off this earth.
Constipated?
She's nothing but an oxygen thief.
Constipated bitchler.
We should make Star's mom's daughter one of the Briefcase girls.
Oh, that
just
would
for
be
Constance.
great. Yeah, just for...
All right, let me skip back over here before she came on the air. This is, I have to go to 8:24 and 59 seconds. Somebody writes, Darius is one of my friends on MySpace.
Oh,
wow. 8:24 and 43 seconds. Don't drink water, everyone out there. Fish have sex in it. 8:24 and 31 seconds. Kids at school can easily get on MySpace by going to chasebadkids.net, and it passes through all the blockers.
Wow, really?
Nice.
8:23 and 32 seconds. There's hella ways to get to MySpace at school. Moms are stupid. Signed, Sarah.
Well, not only moms then, so is the school district in itself.
They probably know. They just, as long as the moms are not beating down their door, everything's good in the world as far as they're concerned.
As long as they're still coming over for the house for candy.
8:21. I don't know what that means. 8:21 and 3 seconds. Terry sounds like an angry Asian today. Keep going after her. Have I been going after you today, Terry?
Oh,
All right, well, I better keep it up then.
Yeah, okay.
8:19 and 4 seconds. The stupid bitch got what she deserved. MySpace is just a chat room, and the old adage applies to all these situations. Don't speak to strangers, dumbasses.
Yeah.
But they're friends.
So friendly.
What else should I read here? Let's go down to 8:11 and 14 seconds. I'm the girl that gave Vinny's little girlie the ass beating she deserved the other night. Me and her, by the way, are the same size, despite the fact that Vinny the Pooh made me sound like some ugly-ass beast. Call me at 206-829, blah, 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 blah.
Wow, I got that.
I'm calling her.
Should we call her? Do we have any need? She's angry that Vinny the Pooh portrayed her as some ugly-ass beast.
Well, yeah, I mean, Vinny kind of did when he said she definitely looks like someone
The Bachelor's back on the line?
Oh, Lordy, here we go.
She couldn't wait for tomorrow to respond to all this? Bitchler.
She's not coming down now.
Bitchler.
Yes.
Hello.
I just need a couple seconds.
You
Can
have
everyone
them.
just be quiet? First of all, I don't know what is up Carrie's ass, but she needs to shut up and just sit down. She's grown. She's almost 4 years old with 5 kids. Leave me alone. She doesn't know me. Secondly, that little thing on the couch needs to shut the hell up as well. I don't know who she thinks she is. I will deal with her tomorrow morning.
Oh.
And third, if people in Seattle want to keep hating me, they either love me right away, or they hate me, or they love to hate me. But any way it goes, I get all the love. I don't care. I never said I was all that. I never said I was beautiful and talented and all these things. But I'm hardworking, I'm a great mom, and I'm hot. That's it. I'm sorry. I am younger than you, Terry. I'm like 10 years younger than you, and I look way better. I blow you out the water. So it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what all these little losers that have no life and they're text paging in Constance, Prozac, whatever. I don't care. Either way it goes, they remembered my name, right? They remembered who I was. That's more than a lot of people can say. Well, I really don't care. If Terry wants to sit there and say I've done all this with all these rappers, whatever, is she jealous? Is she
No,
jealous?
TaylorMade, I'm not. No, TaylorMade, I'm not.
Ever since I told you, Terry, that your man wanted me like 2 years ago, you had a problem with me. I don't care.
Hey, Lo, your man wants me more than you blow.
Yeah, he does. He does. He does want you. He let me know that.
Okay, well, don't get upset. Don't get upset.
Okay,
for
Taylor,
real.
I won't.
I didn't bring it, but you know what? If you want to bring it, I can stand right there with you toe to toe.
I know
No
you
problem.
can. I know
No
you
problem.
can.
A lot has
And I
changed
can
about
stand
me.
here
A lot
toe to
has
toe with
changed
you.
about me. There's one thing that will never die,
Oh, geez.
and that's my fight. And if you want to go, we can go.
Oh, jeez.
Well, at least I've never had to use my body to support my kids.
Are you suggesting, Constance, when you say you'll deal with white girl on the couch tomorrow, that that should be taken as some...
Supervise anything this way. She's not going to supervise it. She can't even speak. She can't even literally speak. She can't express herself through thought. She can't do anything. She can't do anything.
Can you go
If I have any arms and legs tomorrow after she leaves the studio, I'd still like to supervise the models. Get a freaking life.
Oh, jeez.
Get a life.
So you...
Get a life.
You are the one that should be getting a life because you don't even get paid to call on the program and you waste your time. At least I'm getting paid for being on here.
Who is that? Is that little thing? Is that Kendall?
That'd be the little
Kendall's
thing.
not here, but white girl on the chair is here. So shut your
Hey,
mouth.
let me tell you something. I don't go by white girl in the car or white girl at my house. I go by Constance. Say your name and stand up. When you're ashamed ashamed of your own identity because your family might be listening?
Oh, geez.
You're corny, and I got no time for you. You're corny.
Oh, jeez. Well, I'm looking forward to her arrival tomorrow, Terry. That's for sure.
I didn't say anything, Dad.
But I have to.
Oh, my God.
Just so you know.
That's great.
I have to dispute the fact that I think that white girl on the couch, Terry, or in the chair as it may be right now, could certainly have control over Constance and every model at Summer Jam.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason why to say otherwise. Yes. I don't think you have much.
Here, I'll deal with her tomorrow, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And we'll leave it at that.
Definitely coming here tomorrow.
Yeah, jeez. Where's that again?
Yeah.
I think I better show up, too.
Can't wait.
Yes.
It's an old-fashioned pose down. It'll end with sex over glass, like it always does.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Terry, I didn't know. At least I didn't remember her calling you out for your man wanting her.
Yeah, she did. Yeah,
she
did. Mm-hmm.
She did say that a while ago?
Yeah.
I think I do vaguely remember now that she reminded us all.
And in all the years that I used to support her, that's the thing. Because I used to always come to her defense. And because I was very...
Used to be a big fan of Constance the Bachelor, then all of a sudden you turned on her because she suggested your man wanted her?
No, it was something... I think it's when she called me wallpaper and all this other stuff.
So she turned on you for no good reason.
for no reason.
And then all of a sudden she started attacking you, accusing you and your man for... especially,
and if she feels now that, I'm sure she's way better. Nobody said that I was as good looking as her, and I never. But hey, go for it, Constance. Go for my guy.
Well, I have to think, Terry, that your
if you
man
can have a better woman than me, then by all means.
I have to think, Terry, that your man can't be feeling anything else but unfulfilled.
Oh, I know.
That he never was able to get what he wanted from Constance the Bachelor.
Well, she still has the option.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Wow. With any repercussions?
Oh, none, because she's much better than me.
Wow. And you wouldn't be able to blame him then, huh?
No, how can I?
Yes.
Ace Boone Coon over there, you know? And she's such a wonderful mom.
Well, Terry, you're going to have to address the fact that that's why you have all this hostility towards her.
Yeah.
Because you've never been able to get over the fact that it was clear that your man wanted the Bachelor.
It's kind of weird when the tides turn, because Terry was, like the confidence and all that kind of stuff.
Sticks up for single moms.
I do, yeah, by all means.
But I don't know how you can blame any man for wanting the Bachelor. It's not easy to find a woman with that kind of mouthpiece.
Wow, you better, I guess all your wives better be on point then, because, hey, watch out. The minute she walks in the room, you guys are all going.
Can't hold a candle, Terry, because she's such a turn-on with the way she's able to just illustrate exactly what she's thinking through words, unlike white girl in the chair who just stumbles over every syllable.
I haven't bounced at a club since '99. I'm not about to start tomorrow, just so you know. I'm backing off. I'm saying it up.
If you can wear the sleeveless shirt just to give off the impression that can happen at any moment, that may be effective.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to need to see your ID.
Okay, we'll have to put her in restraints tomorrow, Terry, because I don't want to have to break up any kind of physical altercations here in this studio. That's for sure.
In my small travels, the girl fights are the toughest to break up. Honestly.
Because once you get a good hold of someone's hair, you need at least a team of people unvicing the death grip that you have there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm not about to get involved in that.
Yeah.
So...
Well, doesn't she have easy release hair?
Wow. Oh, man.
Terry Free, not done.
Oh, man.
Terry Free, not finished firing some ammunition.
God, that's funny.
Wow. That was a good line, though, Terry.
You may have your fight to the death tomorrow.
Oh, geez. I've always longed to have a fight to the death on the air. I never knew it would be with my co-host here. Now, 2-on-1. White girl on the chair and Terry Free pounding away at Constance. Fair fight or what?
I think Terry can handle herself.
Terry can handle herself.
The way she just handled that omelet with potatoes, are you kidding me?
Oh, jeez. Well, Asian pit bull.
Where are you getting omelets?
Oh, Terry Free's pounding away.
Oh, he has a little skill at the corner.
Where are the latest text pages? Over here? Oh, wow, it's a lot of them, man.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Don't blame Terry's man. Constance obviously sounds like she'd be a freak in the bed. 9:27 and 32 seconds. Bitch, you're a mama with lots of drama, so shut your ass up. Your trailer park fee is due. Signed, your landlord.
Wow.
Yeah. Please let Terry know. I'm so glad Constance the Bitchler went off on her.
Oh, good.
Terry tries to portray something that she's not, which is black. Just because she's married to a black man doesn't make her black.
How did I
And that really drives us all crazy.
Black.
When you said, I'm black?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Really? Because most people think I'm white.
Oh,
Right,
jeez.
And I'm your husband. So
I know.
Constance must have wanted me. Gets late. I can't talk anymore. Actually, it happens at 6:32. So.
Dump.
9:26 and 9 seconds. What's the difference between the briefcase girl backstage passes and the ones given away at 7, 2, 4, and 8? I'm glad we've driven those times home. Well, the briefcase girl backstage passes will have more access, not complete full and all access.
Oh, full access.
But you'll have more access as a briefcase girl to your backstage environments.
Because you're part of the show.
If you win at 7, 2, 4, and 8, yes, you'll be a part of the backstage barbecue. But that more or less takes place before the show begins.
Right.
And we can't guarantee that the artists are going to come by for a cheeseburger. Or see a woman's dilly from behind Terry. It looks like a cheeseburger.
What?
And we can let you know that the women who win briefcase modeling backstage passes will be backstage while the show is underway, which is more of the coveted time to be backstage because everyone's kind of floating around.
Sure.
They're not in their trailers watching satellite television. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So because my wife's vegetarian, hers would look like a garden burger?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just checking.
Wow.
Yes. Well, you'd have to tell us.
I'll have to look.
Or at least bring in the video.
Stop.
Wow. Someone else wants to know where you got the omelet from this morning. It sounded tasty.
Oh, boy, it looked good. Smothered in cheese, both
Yeah,
the potatoes and the omelet.
You did comment that
And
it
a
looked
side
good.
of butter.
We'd like to be able to tell you.
Side of butter?
It's unbelievable.
I'll just take the side of
Put
butter.
a side of butter on there, Terry?
No, I didn't.
What was it that you opened up?
It was cream cheese.
Oh, sorry.
Well, we would have loved to have been able to tell you, but she kind of ate the box that it came with, so we never got a chance to look at what joint it came from.
Did they
She
bring
was
it down?
very hungry this morning.
Did they deliver
Where'd you
it?
get all of
You
our
can buy your own food.
No, she made it on her little
Steven.
hibachi. Let's see.
So
what-
she left and went and bought food.
No, I think she sent someone to get it for
Right,
her. as
okay,
usual.
so now
Yes.
I can't.
Yes.
Well, but I'm sure if you know.
Bring the money down before the show. We'll be happy to buy it for you.
That's all you have to do.
9:25 and 0 seconds. T-Man, any chance you could have a live studio audience tomorrow? I would love to be there when Dat Bitch takes on the WGITC and Terry Be Free. Mm-hmm.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here, yes.
Yeah, your wallpaper.
That's right. I'm just wallpaper.
Can't see you.
That's right. I'm invisible.
I got 5 hun on white girl on the couch kicking Taylor's ass. She ain't she.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'd take that one.
Yeah.
9:23 and 52 seconds. Constantine needs to fight the devil inside her and shut her snaps. I'll fight the devil inside her and shut her snaps. Fight the devil inside her.
Yes.
Shut her snaps.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I got Harry's back.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
Me and all the people here at White Center.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, boy.
Then I'm lucky.
Let Constance make all the fake threats she wants. No one's going to touch her. All the people in White Cemetery are rallying to your aid.
Thank you.
You don't mess with that crew.
No, you don't.
My ears are bleeding listening to that. Constance, the bitchler wench. Someone put a mouth with a zipper on her. Ooh. Mm-hmm. I'm sure it's been done numerous occasions. You can borrow mine, by the way.
Thank you so much. Is it extra large?
I love the bitchler with that attitude. F yeah, sign Nemo. She found Nemo, Terry.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Has it been over a year without the bitchler? Geez, not long enough. She was not missed, and the show has been better off without her. Don't bring her back. 9:22 and 54 seconds. Constance equals psycho, psycho, psycho. 9:22 and 41 seconds. Send Constance to Iraq with a bomb shoved up her butt.
Oh,
Jeez. That's nice.
that's crazy.
9:22 and 10 seconds. How much does that angry bitchler charge? She's turning me on. Mm-hmm. 9:21 and 30 seconds. I'm not Darian's friend on MySpace, but I sell him weed. Oh.
Nice.
I know, and he shares it with the family. Good stuff.
Okay.
God, nice.
The attitude of the Bachelor is not hot. Okay. Yeah. Okay, it's more or less pretty much that way all the way down the line here of the text pages.
No dickhead or wizard sleeve to be found?
No.
Oh.
The back burner this morning. Wizard sleeve and dickhead comments have been saved for another day.
Right.
Well, they're still getting on Terry, though.
Well, of course.
Now, I have this woman outside that, with all the hubbub this morning, I forgot all about the fact that she's out there.
The model wannabe?
The woman who wants to try out this morning to be a briefcase model has been sitting out there since 7 a.m. I feel terrible. Not really. And she traveled all the way from the South End, Terry. I hear she looks good, but the reports are not good enough. And I'm almost tempted, with the soft heart that I have, Terry, I'm almost tempted. She's been out there so long to say, okay, I'm going to put you in. I feel so bad about it. But that would be very irresponsible, and I wouldn't do it anyway. So, do I just take a quick glimpse, or would that almost be irresponsible in itself and tell her?
Well, you have.
Now you're a good judge.
Yeah,
But that's all you need, really.
That's all you need.
That is.
Glimpse yesterday and decided she was in.
All right, bring her in. I feel bad that she's been waiting so long, so maybe I'll throw in a pair of Summer Jam tickets for her. But whether she makes the cut or not, it's really coming down to just a 2-second glance. There's no denying that. So let's see what we're dealing with here. Let's give her her moments.
Okay.
Give her a couple of seconds on the microphone, Terry. And let's see what we have here. I am very sorry, not really, that we made you wait this long. You're very tall, you're very leanish, got big old boobies, and you certainly look nice. There's no doubt about the fact that you look nice. But are you briefcase model material? I'm sorry that you waited out so long. I almost forgot all about you with all the commotion going on this morning. I'm sure you're not a very forgettable girl, or are you? You can tell me right now which one
I don't think so.
You don't think you're very forgettable?
No.
Okay. You have big boobs. Are those fake or those real?
Real.
Those are real. And those are like D's, double D's, what?
C's.
Those are C's?
Wow, they look bigger.
They look bigger than that, baby. Especially given your height. I mean, you would have to have a big set of breasts to make it give off the appearance that you got big ones with all the height that you got going on there. What are you, about 5'10"?
Yeah, 5'9".
Mm-hmm. Are you briefcase model material? That's the question, because you could be way hot and yet not be briefcase model material. So which are you? You tell me.
I think I'm
wrong.
Oh.
You're hot, you're tall, you got nice breasts. Breasts. But you over smile, as you're doing right now.
Oh.
See that over smile, Terry? I don't need to see every tooth in a person's mouth. And I'm going to give you Summer Jam tickets for your delayed entry into the studio. But as far as making the cut as a briefcase model, I must say no.
Oh, wow, no sale.
You smell good, though. You have a little bit of a scent going, but you're not just bombarding the room with your perfume, and I appreciate that.
Oh.
It's a nice, tasty little scent.
Boob juice.
Mm-hmm. Is it boob juice? Is that the aroma you're wearing this morning? Because I just bought some for my wife. Is that what you're wearing?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Where do you get boob juice?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have big ones.
Is it Ode to Bunt? Is that another one I was thinking of buying, too? Is that what you're wearing, or no?
No.
Oh, okay. What's your name now?
Morgan.
Well, you seem lovely, Morgan.
Thank you.
And I like the name Morgan. And you look like you're over smiling again. And I like your little cutesy personality. But again, I want people to be aware that you can be very hot. You can stop people on the street with your looks and yet not be briefcase model material.
Oh, wow. Just missed.
Would you accept a pair of Summer Jam tickets for the delayed wait that you had out there?
Yes.
Okay. Did you have Summer Jam tickets up till now?
No, I
Well,
didn't.
now you do. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Okay. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Yes. Can I splash a little behind my ears before you go? Boob juice to do her. Okay. Take care now.
The T-Man.